ago, the world was one of magic and mysticism, gods and gifts, adventure, adversity, realms and riches. The world spun along on stories and deeds of the many and the powerful. While evil and darkness always threatened to creep forward and corrupt the land, righteousness and good struck back, a constant state of flux and balance. Then one day, disaster struck that could not be stopped. The skies turned against the people, swelled with unstable magic, and forced mortal kind to flee for their lives to sanctuaries and shelters. Spells would not be cast, prayers would not be answered. We were on our own, but we would survive. A millennium would pass. The surface would become inhabitable again. The search for a new home drove many to seek the sun once more, and soon enough the kingdom of Claimhold was founded upon this continent, known as Recalence. A little too loud. It's a new age, one of recovery, pioneering, and hope. But the people of this age still owe their lives to the great shelter cities, from the brightest-eyed child to even the mighty King Arvis himself. One such of these places, in fact, lays just a bit of a ride to the south of the great city-state of Claimhold, along tracts of dirt now neighbored by ones of steel, through passes, ravines, and canyons that sees all manner of traffic. We break through to a valley, marked by poles of swift roll, glittering with lights and signage, and beyond that, to a grand, solitary mountain. In the elven tongue, she is known as Shinthra, our mother's embrace. To the dwarves, she is Agralone, the realm where our brothers sing. But to everyone in the common parlance, everyone agrees. If you ever need to change your fortunes, you just need one night in Undertown. So, within this mountain lies a cavernous vista, spattered with buildings and lights and glitz and glamour. An eternal, star-studded night shines down upon the people, pushing to and fro. People from all walks of life traveling along the shining Dazzle Avenue. A light, recent drizzle now slowly evaporates from heated stonework, providing a brisk energy in the air. For anything indeed could happen here. The smells of various food carts permeate about, enticing tourists and locals alike with street meats and sweet treats. And over all the hustle and bustle and the sweet, sweet sound of jazz, rapturous chaos of impromptu street corner performers, all finding their rhythm with one another. An electrifying air has gripped the spirit of this place. There's bound to be a story for today. And as we look down upon the people, our view comes to a small person, a child, of a lightly, lustrously bronze skin and a scraggy tuft of red hair poking out from under their newsy hat. They're dressed in loose clothes that ill fit them, and they hold a stack of papers tucked under one arm and their other hand waving a pamphlet about in the air as they glance all about. Extra, extra, read all about it! Claimhold still locked down due to security concerns. Undertown to see more traffic for the foreseeable future. A catastrophe nearly strikes the town of Deffins down. Overwhelming vermin issues call for an immediate change in mayoral office. The Agralone tourney ends in victory for the Iron Blood Brothers. Once again, to quote Darden, we'd like to thank our new sister for her fighting spirit. They grimace as someone just passed them. They huff and turn to face the oncoming traffic. Sources say the governor has sparked a potential flame with a visitor. Mayhap she'll finally break. Out of the way, kid. A man in a thick business coat. Snappy hat pushes past them. Everyone knows about that trash anyway. Quit blocking the sidewalk. The kid thankfully keeps her footing as they blow a huffy breath. Yeah, well, maybe you better watch where you're going. They emphasize the point as they swing a little pocket watch back and forth. The man turns back, scoffs, goes wide-eyed as they then check their pockets, and glance back up as the kid disappears. God dang it! Freaking kid! Ah! He grimaces, but he turns around and continues on his journey, too much in a rush to retrieve his property. We follow after the rascals. They weave their way upstream through throngs of population. Another light touch liberates a fruit vendor of a single apple. As they chomp down into red fruit flesh, they check their recent prize. The watch is finally made, and it's working well, so it tells them the time. And they swallow hard as they realize they're running behind. It's back into a sprint they go. Down the market strip lies shops and restaurants of various kinds. And in one space lies a coffee garden. A wide open patio with simple tables kept safe from the recent rain under umbrellas. Signage for the place names it The Roaster, where behind, a chicken repeats on a slow loop drinking from a cup of coffee in a contented manner, all lit up in fairy lights. While a number of faces fill the location, the young newsie appears and glances around the area, skirting from table to table until they see someone with a newspaper. Not having much else to go on, they approach and tilt their head. You know, that's last week's paper. If you need today's word, I've got... They stop. Their gaze goes to the cup in front of the being, registering the markings on the paper cup, and a glimmer of recognition appears in their eye. Oh! Well, excuse me, sir, and or madam, or however you identify, but I've got just a thing for you. They ruffle through their papers and pull out a particular page. You're probably going to want to read this. I believe it literally has your name on it. Now, players, who would, for a legend point, like to introduce their character first? Don't anybody rush all at once, but
I'll do it.
Point. All right.
I'll do it.
So, as this newsie holds their paper out, Lily, I would like you to introduce your character, but please, I want you to do so with the knowledge that you're holding a paper with last week's news on it, and you have a coffee cup with your name slightly misspelled on there.
Perfect.
Close you're gonna get me a coffee.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm holding the paper. Am I supposed to care about this? Porque me importa.
About news or this thing?
The news. Why should that matter to me?
Well, I mean, if you already know what's going on, then I
Of course I know something.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're even holding that. But as
I know, it's so strange.
How would you describe your character, by the way?
Well, the best way I could describe her, physically she would be standing, holding both of these items while one almost about to throw it down. In a kind of like a corseted, off-shoulder type of top. Very flashy. It's very modern. It's not there's nothing vintagey about it. However, her skirt would be very vintagey. Very long, very flowy. She has very olive-toned skin with very big, large, wavy brown hair and green eyes. With a delicate point to her ear.
And as you glance about, you don't know why you have last week's paper in front of you. You just had it for some reason. You look down at this child smiling up at you. Obviously, it looks like they have it themselves. But you look on the page that they hold out to you, and it does have your name on it. What is the name of this character, if I might ask?
Lola de las Maravillas. Why are you holding a paper with my name? Give me that.
Okay, yeah. No, apparently I should be handing it over to you, as I said.
She snatches it pretty rudely.
Yeah. Sorry. They look over to the side. There's probably a coffee and like a scone that's just been left out. They just kind of look up at you. You gonna eat that?
Have it. Take it.
Hungry child. You look at this page,
What?
Lola. And as you do so, you notice a fair amount of strangeness to this page. It's written in a way that not all the information is there. As a matter of fact, it looks like a lot of it's missing. But, while it does have your name on it, real close underneath it, it tells you hello. And if you're curious about who else should be here with you, it says to look for the person reading the wrong way.
Reading the wrong. What? ¿De qué hablan?
As you look around.
Yes, she looks around.
Okay. Who would like to introduce themselves next? This is also for a legend point. If nobody goes, I'm going to make you roll for it.
I was told I can't go first. I'm letting other people go.
Chad,
I'll go. Yep.
So, chat. I would like you to introduce and describe your character, but please do so with the knowledge that you have a book with you, and you're not sure which way it's supposed to be oriented.
Let's see. Let me grab something really quick, because I got an actual book that I can do this with.
A little bit of a thought experiment for you guys.
Did not mean to start a prop thing with that.
Oh no, I want to.
I'm looking around, preparing for what it's. Let's make a deal.
Luck.
So, I guess at a nearby table, very casually sitting, holding a book like this, not upside down, not correct, like no upside up. It is vertical. Is a very tall and very long-limbed, but very lean water genasi with what you can tell is extremely long bluish hair that is tied up into a very messy bun, and a very long coat that at first look appears to be like iridescent bluish green, but at a closer look you realize is actually made of fish scales. And the quick glance that you get on the inside is it almost looks like the inside has an intricate pattern that's almost bioluminescent. And she is very casually just kind of feet up on the table, holding the book in one hand, another hand behind the head, just kind of, yeah, I'm not quite getting it. This ain't for me, I don't think.
It looks like a bunch of nonsense, but the funny thing is, every way you turn this book, there is something to read. It's just, it's kind of like a House of Leaves situation where one sentence begins, and then you're pretty sure it fragments off into a whole different sentence entirely that belongs on some other page. But as you look it over, you do spot in the corner, look up. Someone has noticed you. They're a friend.
Sure hope I'm not drawing attention. Can I see who is looking at me?
You spot a young woman of the earlier description staring at you, giving a little wave.
Wouldn't be so much of a wave, more of a...
Yeah.
An immediate stand up and just walking towards. Hi, how you doing? I guess I'm supposed to be finding you. My book told me so. I'm not very good with the literature and keeping up with the times.
Uh-huh. I do. Okay. Yeah, I was looking for someone who couldn't read. So, you look like you couldn't read.
That would be me. I'm Puddle, up-and-coming amateur pirate and amateur artist, at your service.
I'm sorry, can I get that a second time?
Professional pirate and amateur artist, at your service.
The name, darling, the name.
Puddle.
Yay. I didn't mishear you the first time. Puddle. Nice to meet you. I'm Lola.
Nice to meet you. I'd shake your hand, but skin's
Don't
a little...
touch me.
Alrighty.
Speaking of which, Puddle, as you meet your this new acquaintance of yours, you see in her hand that she's holding the pamphlet with a name on there and what looks to be some information missing. Actually, that page looks familiar. And for some reason, it doesn't sit quite well in the book. And as you flip back, you see there's a page that looks almost exactly like that, with your name on it.
Well, I'll be. That's neat.
And as you look at it, underneath your name, it says, "Now give the person who could use a tray a hand." Who wants to be number 3?
I'll go.
Charles. Would you please introduce and describe your character, but with the knowledge that you are holding a few too many bottles, maybe a cask of some sorts. For some reason, you have these extra things on you.
Alright, so, My character's name is End, as far as I know, and she is 6'4". She's really tall. Long red hair. Uh, she has a katana on her hip, aside from all these bottles and stuff carrying. I mean, she probably thought they were needed recycled. So I was like, like, hey, this might be useful at the soup kitchen where they volunteer at. And walking out into the opening from an alley, since all they know their whole life that they're aware of is this city, so they know it pretty well. So I might have taken a shortcut to get there. Yeah, she's just clinging along her way, just towards. Now, what exactly was I supposed to do with all these things? She just mumbles.
And as you're standing there with all these extra items, you don't quite maybe recall how you got these, but you definitely need somewhere to set these down. Does anybody wave in N's direction?
I'll walk over and give her a hand.
Alright. And you witness a person of the previous description, tall, blue in many places, come over and offer a hand.
Yes, thank you for your help. If you could just grab these over here on the side, since they seem to be
course.
slipping.
I'll take whatever seems to be like the biggest and heaviest and just kind of up on the shoulder and just kind of, and where to?
Well,
I don't know.
As it turns out, as you readjust bottles and containers and such, a page falls out from between them. A page that looks very similar to the two that were seen before, and with your name on it. A few more words on it. And as you look over, go ahead.
Oh no, it's just since the paper fell, I'll be like, wait, hold on, can you hold these two just to free up a little bit easier, and then go reach them. Just be a moment for the paper. Ooh, this new.
Over to the table. As you take the paper and you meet with Lola and Puddle at the table, you see that on your page, and it has your name underneath it. It says, "Now someone looks comfy, but it's fooling nobody. Who is number 4?"
I'll go.
Absolutely. So, Anna, your character, please. As you describe and introduce your character, do so with the fact that you're holding a pair of fuzzy slippers in one hand, or wearing them, and are in the process of, you're next to like a weird street vendor guy who has given you some of those like really phony Groucho Marx glasses.
Hang on. Yeah.
This is Let's Make a Deal.
I'm totally comfy. I don't know what to do with myself. What do I do with these?
Someone who has kicked back and relaxed a bit on the table, maybe a little awkwardly, but with glasses on their face. Anna, what sort of person do we see here?
My character is a human woman. She's very, very pale. She also has white hair, which also slightly sparkles black at times. And she's not sure what to do with herself sometimes, but she's trying. So, she also has a tattoo on her arm of a rose with a mix of red, blue, and black petals.
And as you sit there and try on these glasses, you notice that there's like a little bit of a weird, instead of like just the big mustache like our real world glasses would have, there's kind of like a long, almost like a weird dwarven beard-ish sort of like thing dangling off of it. But as you kind of sit there, look around, you do notice that there are 3 people staring back at you.
Can I help you?
And would just walk a little bit closer and just kind of hover over and be like, well, it depends. Are you uncomfortable not sitting appropriate? And just kind of lean a little bit more.
A little?
Then you just might be, according to the letter. And then I'll show her the pamphlet.
You're shown the letter, and as you sit there and start to read over it, you notice that there's been something uncomfortable about this beard this whole time. Despite the fact that you've tried to move it out of the way, it seems really magically fixed. But as you kind of like feel at it, there's a papery texture to the underside. It comes free. And by the way, what's the name that we see on this page?
Shiri.
Sure. The page that you hold in your hand seems to match the styling and typewriting sort of font that the other pages have, that you see in this young lady's hands, and that these other folks are having in theirs.
So I see my name on their paper or my paper?
You see your name on your paper.
Okay.
But it also lacks a certain amount of instructions on it, or words. But you see theirs is basically oriented the same way. Information missing on theirs as well.
Do you guys know what to do with this paper?
I do not. I actually just got mine right now.
Not a clue.
If you follow the pattern, you're going to lead us to someone.
Interesting.
Guys, it's the 4th one. Also, hi. I didn't really meet you. Because I didn't say hi to end, so I was like...
My apologies.
So hi, since I didn't actually greet you. Lola.
Shiri.
Puddle.
Yuri. I heard your name the first 2 times. Thank you.
Donkey!
I was telling her, but it's Puddle in case you forgot.
Nice to meet you, Puddle.
I was talking to the Amazon, but thank you.
It's an Amazon.
I don't know. It just seemed appropriate to say. It just seemed an appropriate thing to say at the time. Insert whatever Amazon is in this world.
We don't
Just
exactly
insert
have
that.
knowledge of an Amazon just yet, so...
Even if you're talking about that, I still don't know what that is.
Siri, as you meet with these new young ladies, and they all have their own eccentricities and everything, Ed does kind of calmly point out to you that, yes, your page does have something in there by full sentence. It says, make sure to tip your favorite performers like your next contact. And as you look up and look about, and perhaps a lot of the rest of you also look around for any other suspicious individuals, who's number 5?
I think it's trial by default since Amy can't go until last. So
Tell her that.
I wanted everybody else to go first.
I guess
I've had
that
the
would
pleasure
be
of
me.
playing in this world for a while. I want to see everybody else have fun first.
Process by elimination. I guess that's me.
Okay. Well, I would like you to introduce your character, but just so you're aware that there has been what looks to be a puppeteer with a little marionette doll in front of you who has put on a pretty decent show, but they do have a little cup out in their hand like, and it's up to you if you would like to tip them or not.
So, probably seeing their down, kind of like sitting, knees on the ground, just like patiently waiting, watching. You see an individual, probably about 5'2", lift their hood back. There be bright, light purplish hair, one extremely long bang covering one side of their face, and there's kind of like a pleasant clap, and drops whatever the currency would be. I don't know if it's that was very good.
This very quiet performer who doesn't even say a word, just kind of nods at you with a little clink in their cup, and just they offer to you what looks to be a small bag.
Oh no, I don't need any. Well, hospitality, and then I take the small bag.
You put your hand out, they grab you by the back of the hand, plap it down into your hand, go, and get up and leave, with the little puppet waving behind them.
Out of just sheer curiosity, I open the...
Oh no, we're getting crops involved.
I assume there is a piece of paper.
There's multiple objects in this. There is a piece of paper, and there's more past that. But you pull out this paper, and as you do so, you realize you feel like you're being watched at this moment. Four pairs of eyes stare back at you as you pull out a magic page.
I do a quick glance at the paper and, like, watch the four people behind me. What does the paper say? Even though I know, but
That's
what does it have?
What is the name you find on this page?
Iria.
Area. Again, it's a smattering of weird words and broken up sentences and such. But a quick glance over, perhaps they know something about this.
Were you all watching the puppeteer, the marionette, as well?
Oh, was that a serious question?
Yes. Yeah, I believe it was. People from around here are quite odd.
Really?
We're in the club. We all got pages, apparently.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, you...
Do your alls have my name on them?
Mine had my
Is
name
your
on
name-
it.
Is your name Puddle too?
You know, someday you and I are going to have a conversation about how that became your name.
Oh, it's a really simple story.
With
Do you cause
names
puddles?
like, you know, I do. After hearing that name, you people around here are quite odd.
Or maybe you're odd.
This type of thing just happens all the time, right?
Well, there are
Like,
five of us
people
now. We
named
are
Puddle?
odd.
People named Puddle is quite odd. And then this one seems to kind of have a little bit of an attitude. They need to probably watch their mouth.
Oh, that's funny. Bien chistosa. Alright, what does your paper say? Because everyone's been having a clue to the next person.
I look at it a little more closely now.
And going off of the recommendations and suggestions, you look and there is a sentence that says, "Finally, someone's dealing with a culinary conundrum." And it's pretty obvious. It might be pretty obvious who this person might be, and especially since we only have one player left. Amy, would you please describe your character and introduce them to us with the knowledge that you are holding a baguette, an overly large baguette, and a pair of safety scissors?
So my character is a very tall young lady who has dark hair piled really high, with bronze accenting jewelry, like a bronze headband, big bronze earrings, and almost a Grecian-style robe that goes very long way down. It seems that she has very long legs, and this Grecian robe goes all the way down, touching the floor and dragging a bit behind her. She looks lost. She looks like she's just contemplating the baguette and the scissors and wondering is that really happening? Is the baguette here? Yes, it is. It's solid. Now it's happening now. And she just looks between, and she is very curious about the scissors. How do these two go together? And then you just see her very carefully take the scissors and just snip off the end of the bread. Take the end of the baguette and just... Her mouth seems to open a little too wide as she tries to fit the entirety of the end of the baguette into her mouth. And clothes and shoes.
While stopping that, a piece of paper goes plop against her face.
She'll set down the scissors and the rest of the bread and pick up the piece of paper. Okay, this is real too.
Yeah. Thankfully, it didn't drift too far, as it kind of twisted in the air a bit, waiting for you to snatch it up. What is the name that we find on this piece of paper?
The name is Castria.
And Castria, knowing you know exactly what's going to happen.
But will it be the same?
That's a great question. You look up, and you see them, and you know you're the last one to arrive.
I am always the last. Hello. I believe I am supposed to be meeting all of you.
Oh, you were? You also have a letter?
Yes.
Are you going to do anything with that baguette?
Is it also common to bake notes into pastries here too?
I would not know. I have found many strange things since coming to Undertale.
After she says that, I look over at Puddle. I think so have we.
Oh, yes, of course, you may have the rest of the bread.
Oh, thank you. And we just grab it and just put it away. We just hold up the pawn and it just go into their hand. All right, thank you.
There's a small child who just goes, ah!
Oh, I'm sorry, kid. I'll take out like half of it, cut it off, and just hand it to the kid. Here you go.
You find a bit of resistance to the baguette, by the way.
Excuse me, did you just put it in you, not orally?
On the paper thing, I haven't seen paper in bread, but I have seen rings when my friend got proposed to like that. Estaba bien feo el anillo, pero she loved it.
I've known people to hide messages, but never in pastries. Or baked
We like to
goods.
use bottles.
I thought I'd ask.
Would the message get wet?
No, you put it in the bottle, and then you put a cork in it, and you throw it in the water, and it floats.
Oh, I see. A
Yeah,
big puddle.
I'm Puddle, legendary pirate.
Oh, Puddle, legendary pirate. I am
Yeah.
Castria. And if I remember, you are Lola. You are Lola this time, yes?
Well, I'm a little concerned on the this time, but yes, I'm Lola. Did I break you? I'm sorry.
No, no, I am just trying to remember. And things seem mostly okay this time. We all have papers, yes?
Yes, we all have the puzzle paper.
Puzzles, like pieces.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
put them
everybody
on.
had bits of information that were different, so I assume it's a puzzle.
I think you are correct. And she puts her piece of paper on the table.
Well, it does the same.
Here's mine. I'm out. I don't do this stuff. I don't do the thinking.
After she puts down her paper, she pulls up her lyre and is just kind of like plucking it a little.
Iria puts down hers.
Yeah, I put down mine also.
You hear Lila just start to kind of hum along with her notes.
The moment the first two pages touch, there is a soft glow from each of them. 2 becomes 1. And then 3 becomes 1. 4, 5. Likely 6. And as these pages shine and go to collect, they turn to one page. The instructions that you had seen before are now gone. But your names, as it reveals, were oriented the exact same way you found them on the pages. In the same order that you had. And beneath it lies, if I can find this, a new page. And I am going to go ahead and send this to you guys. It should show up. And whoever would like to read that, by all means.
I can do it. What's it to say? Hello everyone and welcome to the team. We're all happy to be together on this little mission, so let's get to the plan. You are all here on the same mission to work together to take down someone before they become too much of a threat. I'm sure many of you are aware, but the mark is a man known as Hugarth? Hugarth. Wizardly owner of the Confabulatorium. That is a long word. A magic knick-knack shop that currently sits across the street from you. While the man has a history of graduating from a local magical study school, his main business thus far has been to grift visitors and locals alike with underperforming magical items at wallet-starving prices. Word has it that he has no qualms of dealing with business rivals in underhanded ways, stealing products, hexing establishments, and charming uninterested people into buying his wares. It's come to our attention, however, that his abilities have grown staggeringly more powerful recently. He's become more brazen and started to fully challenge those he deems rivals or beneath him. Rivals are shuttering businesses, product meant for other stores are rerouted to his. Tourists and families are being left penniless without having set foot in the casinos. Something has gone awfully right for that man. Interested parties are starting to fear that his unchecked power might spell disaster, not just for Undertown, but eventually to even lands beyond. With a bit of investigation, it has been deduced that Hugarth has come into something particular that has been empowering him. Yet while he is out and about, he has been able to call upon powers of another kind. It's believed that this source is tucked away within his store, and the best way to get at it is going to be once he's left for the day. Does anyone else want to read the rest?
I can take over or Anna,
Thank
you can
you.
go for it.
Go for it. Go for it.
Are you sure?
It's like that is.
It looked like you were going to volunteer. Are you sure?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Please save my voice.
You need your voice for later. In a few moments, Hugarth will step out of the front door, stop to pass a message along, and then carry his business elsewhere. Do not interfere with him here. We're not sure what he is capable of at this rate, so let's just assume he might disintegrate you in broad moonlight. Once he is gone, you and your team should head through the front door and make your way towards the back. As long as you act natural, things should be fine. Any side or back doors are magical traps that may lead to disaster, death, or somewhere else entirely. Please learn from others' mistakes. Figure out a way into his sanctum. Find where the source of power is. Remove it from his control and get out. There may be an escape method waiting for you once you're done and outside the front again. As a reminder, you have all agreed to take on this job, so everyone should have an idea of the inherent danger that may take place. There is no guarantee for your safety once you're inside, and info beyond a certain point was impossible to obtain without raising too many suspicions. Thus, in order to have each other's back, and you'll be have each other's back, and you will be fine. Escape will get you to the rendezvous. Debrief will take place, and payment received. Any deaths that take place will deduct in overall pay for your parties involved. So don't even think about backstabbing someone else's, and no murdering civilians. Not that that should be said. If the guards get onto you, you will be disavowed, not that you are aware of anything overly crucial. Check the items. There's goodies for you folks to use. This message will self-destruct in 30 seconds. Excuse me?
And I'm starting a timer.
Like 30 seconds from when we started, or 30 seconds now?
I get up and slowly walk out the door.
You were
Casually.
by the way.
She looks around.
Throw it?
Water!
Water! Yeah, water!
I just shoot water.
I look for like a cup or a bucket or something.
And that's
I have been
30 seconds.
secreting.
So, in this span of time, Iria, you see that last part and go, yeah, and go for like the main open gate to this open air patio area.
Casually.
Doctor to the table. Doctor to the table.
The hood up and casually walk out.
Lola, you break from your carefree attitude and go, cup, bucket, something. Puddle, you shoot water at this paper. Caster, you drop it back away. And Shiri, anything from you two?
Just befuddled.
Yeah, that's fair. The paper, at the end of this 30 seconds, having been shot with water, almost had a cup slammed on it, and many people back away, causing other onlookers to look over to see what the hell is happening. The paper crumples itself, pops itself on four little like corner legs, and goes and hops off the table. Goes wanders for a bit, over towards a little refuse bin, stops, turns, and goes and hops into a recycling bin.
I think the word is anticlimactic.
Well, it didn't say how it was going to do it. It just said it was going to.
Should we get
There's really no point. It's here. It's gonna keep the water's not going anywhere. If I'm here, it's not going anywhere.
She looks concerned over to, like, if there's someone running the establishment, if they've seen the very messy water.
When you say water's always a boundary, is that include humidity? Because this hair and humidity don't go.
I like gesture to my feet. I didn't shoot the water there, but and there's a puddle just kind of where I've been standing for like the past 2 minutes. Not a huge one, but it's starting to accumulate. It's not dripping from anywhere. It's not like rolling down my legs or anything. It's just kind of accumulating.
Seeing all this transpire, Uriel walks back. I don't like to comment on other people, but this seems pretty serious, and there was a threat, and you all kind of panicked. Is this going to happen when we're in there?
Can I do a quick sight to see if panic will ensue once we go in?
And then looking down at Puddle's feet, do you have like a medical condition or something, or was that just so intense you proverbially pissed your pants?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is with the hostility? Puddle is just existing. And that is just a state of her existence.
Hold on. You're questioning hostility. You've been the most hostile one. We seem
That's
to be
you.
on a
I'm
job.
blunt. Being blunt is
you're-
not the same thing as being hostile. You are being hostile.
No,
Puddle, you're fine. Puddle, you're fine. Vámonos. We have a lot of things to do. Everybody up. Vámonos.
Castria has been drawing cards on the table just to see if she can read something about what's going to happen next.
There's so many things that are happening right now. Shuri and you hear like right by your elbows as you're sitting at the table. Oh, you guys are a weird, fun bunch. The little redhead kid is just still sitting there like it has taken in everything.
We are a weird bunch, but you know what? I think this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, might be fun.
Are you coming with us, little one?
My name's not on those.
Are you involved?
Maybe. What's it to you? Hey, aren't you that lady from the gems?
She, like, swoops a scarf around her head. Perhaps.
There's a bit of like murmur in like the background as someone just went, oh, what, where? As someone clearly starts looking around, a little too excited, if you ask me.
Thank you for
now
your
is
help.
probably not the time, but what are the gems?
New.
It is an establishment, popular, of entertainment. I am a fortune teller.
Shiny.
Did you predict this happening?
Fortune teller, you and I need to talk later.
I see things. Sometimes they happen, sometimes they don't. This was a bit more cloudy. I did not see the distract. I do think Chad has their hand raised.
Yes.
When they were reading, did that little part about people getting charmed into purchasing things that they didn't want to purchase, did that ring a bell?
Yeah.
Did that make the gears?
No. Puddle, you sit there and see that and go, yeah, that sounds a little all too familiar.
I'm just gonna kind of look at the useless junk in my hands and just
Now,
kind of look back.
Remember, you don't have that useless junk anymore. Because back when you
yep.
originally had that,
Yep.
apparently you got a refund?
Yeah. I can attest to some of the truth in that leather. They did take my money when I went to that establishment across the street. But I don't remember anything about it. I just remember losing my money.
Yes, that is... how do you say it here? A tourist trap.
They're quite common.
Not saying I don't understand, but there might be some other people that aren't as well educated. What do you mean by tourist? I know what you mean, but in case other people don't.
I was once as naive. I was luckily ran into nice people when I showed, and they told me things of the tourist trap. It is someone like us who is not from here and does not know all of the happenings and who to trust and who not. It is big and shiny, and people go towards it.
So,
Yeah. Dad took time to tell me which ones they were, so I'd never go inside them.
Wait, didn't you say you're of the pirate variety? I know sometimes they're involved in swindling and schemes. Guess that's not of your particular pirate code?
I've done pirate things. I've been on boats. And in the ocean.
Well, that's
But, like,
typically where
explore-
boats
And I
are.
have a trident. Do you know of anyone with a trident? And I'm just kind of...
There is a performer who has a trident, but I do not think they use it for fighting.
I don't either. It's kind of just for fishing.
Spear fishing?
Trust me. I am a pirate of legend. You just haven't heard those legends.
I am sure you are. I am not from this part of Recalius entirely, so... And I've only been here a little while. Is anyone from here?
Born and raised. Is the question exactly.
Do you know any more about this wizard and his sudden rise in power? From what I understood previously, he was a bit of a schmuck. But now he
still is
seems more powerful.
Could be a powerful schmuck.
Those could be terrifying.
But DM, how much would she know about this?
Lola, I believe you've heard about this schmuck from your father's dealings. How this guy has gotten a little bit uppity lately and is starting to make certain moves that, unfortunately, put your father's efforts to shame in some ways.
I know enough to say that not even my father will go to some of the lengths that man will go. And my father will go far.
May I ask who your father is?
No.
Okay.
Shiri and End. Can I get a learning roll from the both of you? Seeing as we've been incredibly quiet and contemplative. This is going to be our first roll for the game.
No
It
pressure.
was a
There's absolutely no
what was
pressure.
it, a learning, or what was it again,
A
sir?
learning roll, if you wouldn't mind. And actually, and I'll give you advantage on yours. Shiri, I'll give you the same. You may also roll with advantage 1.
There's a certain spot for that, isn't there? Sorry, I'm trying to remember how to...
So on your sheets, when you open it up, your attributes are on the left-hand side. If you ever you're just rolling a straight attribute roll, you would just click the attribute itself. So in this case, you would click the word learning. And then from there should be a little window that pops up. You can hit roll, or you can hit advantage +1, like I'm giving to you now.
Yep.
Alright. As your four companions are conversing about their unique predicaments and how everything might or may not be connected and what exactly this one guy has gotten up to, you do remember in that little letter that it said that there are goodies for you in the Isles. you have the chance to check those things that you guys had strangely had on you on this person. As a matter of fact, and something seemed off about that baguette you just stashed away.
Yeah, I mean, just thinking about the situation, I was also going to above game for and Hagarth. Is this the person that they would help?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll just produce the baguette and put it next to the bottles, just to be the what items. Yeah. See what they. Well, it says. Aside from waiting for him to leave, I think we should probably look at the stuff we had on us.
So, and Sherry, as the two of you start to pull out your items, you look and you notice that there are little strange qualities to these things that you guys have been finding upon your person as you led up to this meeting. For instance, Sherry, your slippers seem to be awfully grippy at times. And I don't know if you've noticed it yet, but they seem to have a little bit of a strange spider motif to them.
Oh, no.
Super cutesy little spiders.
I like spiders.
Yeah.
Above table, I have to move my phone away because every time you say her name, my phone pops up.
Whoops.
Sorry.
It's all right.
So, let's see here. So, with a little bit of investigating, Sherry, you find out that there is a little tag on it. And you find out that these are called fuzzy spider slippers. I'll go ahead and just slap that onto your sheets, just for you. You can decide what to do with this. As for the glasses that you had on them, they say the glasses of canny disguise. Not much is described on this, but as you kind of put it up and kind of mess with the beard, you feel it unfurls a bit. And you would absolutely recognize what this disguise is supposed to be. She appears to have turned into Hugarth.
Huh.
So everyone else sees a very strange-looking wizard, long, very thin beard that just suddenly just goes poof out of these glasses that she's put on her face.
Oh, it's a travesty. You were so pretty before this.
You were the one that scammed me.
No, that's still
No?
Shiri. That is just Shiri can do that, but that's still
Well,
Shiri.
This man is a wizard, so
Yeah.
wizards can probably do stuff like that.
Who
We've
was
been
talking
dealing with the
to
wizard.
I will say, with a quick adjustment, the disguise kind of falls away. And also, not a single thing about the rest of your dress or anything just changes with that. It's just your face. So there's
Gotcha.
a really awkward situation just there.
I mean,
And as you check the baguette, I'm going to have to ask you for a retroactive roll. Could you please give me an agility roll? As long as you just don't roll all ones. Okay.
Oh, well, that's the opposite of that.
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
First nat 20 of the game. First nat 20 of the game.
So you slice off that bit, you notice the part where it was tough earlier, and you just kind of around that tough bit. And as you kind of look at this baguette, you go, oh, there's a coil of something inside. Reach in, pull, and keep pulling like a magician. You pull out this long threaded rope with a tag on it that says a robe of snagging has been hidden away in this baguette. This is a little bit of a fun little trick. I will go ahead and find it and put it on your sheet if I can bring your sheet up. That'd be fantastic. In addition to that, you also look down at the bottles and the jars and stuff that you had brought up. As you look back at them, the majority of them are now empty, but there are 2 that still have liquid inside of it. One, a bottle that is marked as Levitate, and a jar emblazoned on it in big bright font that says, "I can't believe it's not oil."
No.
I'll let you read those descriptions, but I would request that you guys may want to share some of these descriptions. With a bit of more investigation, Iria, you actually got this one. You notice that when you reached to that bag, there was that piece of paper. There is more within.
Okay.
And I don't mean more paper. I mean other
It's
objects. Sorry.
confetti. It's confetti.
It's confetti of a sort.
Oh no.
You reach in and you pull out. There's like one sizable object and then like a bunch of little ones. Do you bring them out to show or like look at?
Maybe just inspect while looking in the bag.
You look in the bag and there's a skull staring back at you.
I pull out the skull and just stare at it.
It is a skull of what appears to be like little pins on the side for where the jaw hinge is. It looks like a weird puppet skull of some sort. But as you look, you see that it is labeled that this is a bag of bunny bones. And as you look past the skull, just bones of who knows what. Puddle.
I have a bone to pick with you.
I'm reading this description.
Yeah, enjoy that.
We can make a Jolly Roger.
Where are we getting the descriptions sent to us? Patients?
I am dropping items in people's sheets. Puddle, you take another look at that book and realize that the front, now that it is deciding to cooperate with your eyes, it calls itself the Guide of Strategies. And, yes, and I believe, Castra, you had our last item.
You got a strategy
The
guide.
scissors? I still have them.
Yes. As you look down at it, you see a tag on it that says, "The Scissors of Safety." And
Got kindergarten scissors.
Can I use my
You got plastic scissors.
Can I use my thing to figure out what they are, or are you just
You know
gonna
what?
tell me?
we'll go ahead and say, like, give me a prescience roll, as you are indeed a teller of some fortunes. And I'll give a blanket description of what these things do. And by the way, you guys are free to exchange those between each other.
Seeing the rope pop
Or
out of
just
the
straight
baguette.
prescience, not any of my stuff I can do.
I'll give you advantage on it. There's tags on these things, so you
Okay.
have an idea. What's up, Ed?
Seeing the rope come out of the thing, and would just turn to Castra and just be, sorry, Miss Castra, I don't want to take something away that was meant for you. Would you want the rope back, or?
I mean, if you feel you have a use for it, I do not mind you having it.
Well, I mean, at the moment, I do not. And that goes the same with the other two. I have a bottle of levitate and a jar of. I can't believe if anybody else can think of a use, and I'll happily hand it over. So those I can use.
I would never say no to some levitating.
Or I'll just, and then they'll hand. Levitate. Bottle of levitate.
I'm gonna be real. I'm skimming through this book, and it is nothing that interests me. If we have anyone here that likes to figure some things out, find some clues, I'm happy to hand it over. Does anybody want this guide of strategies?
Above
got
the
any-
table, how big is the skeleton?
If you were to try to put it together, you think it would come up to not even your knee, like a little bit up your shin.
So like 2 foot tall, maybe?
I mean, there's someone who could probably take a look at it and give you an accurate description, but I'm not going to step in for them.
I can take a look at anything and try to give it meaning.
It seems to be, well, seeing how we're dealing with puzzles, it's kind of a puzzle of bones, possibly a miniature skeleton.
I see.
Like a Jolly Roger.
I don't know what that is. May I see the book?
I'll go ahead and give this to you, Castria. You've made your presence roll on all of these items.
Okay.
In a general sense, a lot of these items are going to be magic in many different ways. Lots of them will only have their efficacy for this evening. That being said, a lot of the items, how they work, the bottle of levitate will give you a light levitation mode as long as you're drinking it. The fuzzy spider slippers give you a climbing speed. However, the deal with it is that there is no back to it, so you may fall out. The glasses of Kenny Disguise changes your facial look to that of Hugarth. The Guide to Strategies is a last resort hint book sort of situation in case you find yourself in a troubling predicament, although it seems to be a little temperamental. The jar of I cannot believe it's not oil is essentially an oil of slipperiness, but with a few caveats to it. But you get 3 uses. The rope of snagging is kind of like a physical mage hand sort of situation, albeit with a few other tricks you can do. And the scissors of safety are for your safety.
What about the bag of bones?
The bag of bones, it does appear to be a puzzle of some sort that might make a puppet or something like that. You could take some time to try to put it together.
Not now.
No worries.
I was just holding the newspaper and the coffee cup, right? That's all I was holding.
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't seem that either of those items that you had on you, Lily, Lola, were of any magical import.
Just making sure.
Yeah, no, you're fine. That's a great question.
Lola, you seem to be much more of the knowledgeable type.
Probably tell you which is the best bar down the strip, but I don't know how knowledgeable I am beyond that.
Yeah, more than me. Here. And I'll hand the guidebook of strategies over to Lola, as this is not a power that I want.
She just kind of flicks through it.
I kind of felt like the book was saying, like, rude things to me while I was reading it. Like, I swear, the sentences sometimes were, like, just telling me no. Like, I was reading, and it'd be like, mm-mm. And, I don't know.
Then you probably gave the book to the right person.
I don't know why everybody calls me rude. I'm just blunt.
I don't mind giving away the slippers, but fair warning, they have it on my feet already. I don't know if you want to worry about my foot germs or not.
Actually, she reaches over to End. It's like, if you don't mind, how did you do that? The thing with your hand. That's amazing. And can I get that in a way? She says to End.
What do you mean? You just do it.
See, if I did that, it would just hurt.
Did you take out your dagger and do that?
I would have grabbed like a fork that's right there. This is just what I had right here.
Okay.
I'm not grabbing a dagger right now. She's still technically holding the loot. I'm still holding a loot, kind of just playing with it.
After I handed off the book, I do want to just kind of very quickly, like, sit down at one of the tables and just roll out like a small little parchment of paper, nothing huge, but about maybe like that big. And then I'll just get a little flask of water that was on my hip and a little bit of black powder. Put it in there, swirl it up, grab my paintbrush, and just dab it into the jar. and just kind of like look at the group and just start doing a little bit of painting. Nothing like super detailed, but like crude sketches of just of what the group looks like.
For everyone's benefit, I've gone ahead in the inventory. The items that were just described have been made observable by everyone. That is going to be in the main camp folder. So everyone can kind of see what the descriptions do. There may be some hidden details about them. Obviously, you're free to experiment with them however you need to or want to. And at this moment...
Where is that, by the way? Because I can't find that.
That should be...
It's the one that looks like a list next to the one that looks like a book, right? Or no, is it... Oh no, items is the suitcase.
Backpack-looking thing, yes.
Okay.
It should be 5th, maybe? It's right next to actors.
And you just click mini camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Cool. Kestria will just kind of lean over and see what Puddles is doing. You are an artist.
Of course, I'm an amateur artist and a
A
super
professional
awesome
pirate.
legendary.
Legendary, yes.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of a guy named Glowbeard? I kind of ran with him back in the day.
The player, yes. The player, yes. Castria, no. The player, yes.
It's perfect.
I'm
It's
afraid
perfect.
I am still very new to the lands, but I'm pretty sure my friend Jade would know who Glowbeard is. And, young lady, I believe those slippers do suit you. Do you feel you
Yep.
might be able to have a use for them?
Maybe. We'll find out. I guess you should tell me.
Should we get to know each other's talents before we go in?
It may be beneficial.
Above game, is there anyone else around us?
Right now, no one seems to be listening to you except that kid who's just puttering around at the table, eating some of the bread and just watching you guys with just like an amused smile on their face.
Are we all going to continue to pretend the little boy is not there? Mijo, where are your parents?
It's a real cutie thing I'm a boy where I have parents.
Help?
Not good
Young
with
child
kids.
of indeterminate gender.
Hmm?
Are you also in on the mission, or?
I have no idea what's going on there. This is just very amusing to me. And honestly, they go and check that pocket watch that they lifted. Not that you guys would know that. And go, oh, well, I mean, like, I have places I need to be. They begin spinning it, so I should probably just head my way out. Okay, bye guys. Have fun with the whole Stormy Castle thing. Not that anyone should hear that.
I mean, if you wanted to help, you could always be a lookout.
That's great. I got places to be, but it was nice seeing all of you. Meeting all of you.
Of course. And child,
Yeah.
should you ever want, please come by the gyms. I will get you a good meal, alright?
Oh, thanks. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Bye. And you see they grab like one more like delicacy off of like someone else's table who's not even paying attention to it, and they just dart out the front gate.
She just like pulls a card from her deck and like looks at the kid. Can I roll like an insight equivalent just to see if I will see that kid again and what his importance might be?
Yeah, you can absolutely give that a shot. Give me a presence roll, why not?
Sure.
Do you have the cards out like everyone can see them?
Oh yes, she is pulling cards, setting them on the table, and she seems to be reading the room and you guys, and reading them over and over again, and like double checking her previous reads to make sure what is happening now is happening now. There's a kind of spaciness about her.
You see Lola kind of lean in. What method do you use? I never learned the proper one, so I kind of just flick till something pops out.
Oh, this? This was given to me by someone very special. I think he gave it to me. Maybe I found them. It is just cards, but they help me think.
I'm not good at reading cards, but I love getting mine read. So I like paying attention.
Well, after this is all over, I would be happy to give you a reading.
I'll probably just tell you I'm going to be drunk somewhere.
Castria,
Might I
Go ahead, sorry.
might I suggest no drinking before we do this mission, because we all need to stay sharp and clear-minded.
Speaking of sharpness and clear-mindedness, I would like everyone to give me a perception roll, please.
On top of the prescience I just did?
I'll give you your prescience in a second.
Oh boy.
Castria, as you go to look at your cards, you're not getting a really good read off of this kid. As you try to take a look at it, you know you've never seen this kid before. But the future is in flux. Who knows? Not to mention the fact that you are immensely distracted with that 39.
Yeah.
Anyone who got a 10 over, sorry, End. Although, no, and I think the DC is lower for you. Especially since you know what's across the street. Across the street from the roaster sits a rather large 3-story, and by 3-story I mean awkwardly sort of like sandwich tier placed building that you all know is the Confabulatory. A big, bright sign on the front of it spells out its name. And every once in a while, those O's in them look around as if they are eyes. You see, some people walk down the street, look up at it, turn, look away, block, and don't try to make eye contact with it. But as you sit there and try to look at your cards, there is an unmistakable jingle of the door opening. And out steps a man in a very, what looks to be a both tight and padded sort of looking, closest thing I could describe to it is something between like a zoot suit and a wizard's like robe sort of situation. A hat on their head, bright feather kind of poking out of it, long thin beard that you have all just seen mere moments ago. As this gentleman stops, puts down what looks to be a sort of ornate-looking cane down the ground, looks around, looks up at the signage above you guys, kind of curls his fist a little bit, but turns back. Those of you with a decent enough perception, let's see here, Iria and Castra, you would absolutely hear this part. Puddle as well. You see him turn back towards the door, and with a wave of his hand, the door opens back up with a jarring sort of like motion. You hear him go, "Julie, I'm stepping out. Please make sure to tend to the shop, clean the shelves, restock the shelves, make sure everything's all fine and dandy. And make me some money. Oh, and no, I don't want to know about any of your boyfriends or girlfriends again, please. You have a job to do. I'll be back later. I want everything to be spotless by the time I get back." Thank you, Julie, as he turns and starts making his way down the sidewalk. You continue to watch him for a bit, and it's not even 10 seconds before he steps over towards a child. It looks to be a dwarven child sitting there, just having a great time. Reaches down and snatches a huge lollipop away from them. This kid stops, turns, looks up. There's a flash of color. They look confused, and they begin bawling their eyes out. As this man continues to walk away, there's potentially a reaction from some of you. But you see a man stop, turn, look, and see how this happened and start stepping forward. Clear what looks to be a guard's sort of outfit on them. As they step forward with a, hey, you can't just do that sort of thing. This Hugarth waves his hand, another flash of that sort of similar multicolored light appears in this man's eyes. He just blinks. And Hugarth begins to just walk on as the guard turns back and just looks, puts his hands on his hips, just looks about as if he's just suddenly very confused on what's going on. But just a wave of like, move along, people, move along.
I believe our mark has left his post.
Is the child still crying?
Yes.
Castria very sort of gently gets up. There's a weird grace about her. She doesn't seem to move like a human. And she just very kind of glides in the direction of the child and out the door. No intention of going towards the wizard who has moved on by now, right?
I'll go ahead and point out, there is no ceiling to the area you guys are at. This is like an open air patio sort of situation. If he would have noticed you, he would have easily done so. It does not look like he's even registered any of you being there. And as you look down the way, he turns a corner, makes his way up another street.
Castria goes up to the child. Are you alright, little one?
As Castria moves, what do the rest of you do?
Lola keeps kind of plucking at her lyre, looking around, looking at the shop. She's deducing, trying to firm up a plan in her head.
Iria will get up and sit next to Lola and just kind of lean in. Look, we don't have to like each other, but I think we probably got off on the wrong foot. Seeing how we are assigned to do this job, I think we just put our personalities aside and get this done.
I don't know where you are picking up on this. No one is off on any foot. Other than, I just met you. I can't not like you after maybe 3 sentences.
You have a very distinct aura that you're giving off.
Uh-huh. Well, it's probably because I'm a little hungover.
Like I said, alcohol clouds the mind.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not judging you, but it
sounds like you are.
As these two continue to have this fun little conversation, how about the rest of you?
Puddle is finishing up her little painting, and now there is 5 sketches of everyone else, and there's a 6th figure on the end, who has like a vague humanoid shape, but everything is just kind of scribbled over, like in black, like, nope, we don't paint this one. And if you were to look really, really closely, you could see that the vague humanoid shape has the same type of coat that she is wearing. But she has scribbled herself out of it. And as she's looking at it, she slides the paintbrush back up her sleeve to a little hidden compartment, reaches down to the other side of her waist, pulls another flask out, starts spinning it, uncorks it, and starts drinking some booze.
After that.
Is that care of the dog, please?
You of all people shouldn't be having a cloudy
Could
mind.
you please stop speaking to me like you know the first thing about me? You don't know what my alcohol levels are. And I need a hit so that I'm better.
I can provide you a hit if you wish.
Why are you hovering on me? There's like other people here.
No one is giving off your vibes.
And what vibe is that? Shiri, could you give off a better
wait.
vibe than me, please?
Hold on. I'm trying to think. Is it? Oh, bitch.
Okay.
And what's wrong with being a bitch?
Nothing, but we need.
Okay, so you remember that thing how you said that you weren't being judgy? This is judgy. No one is judging you. Nobody is over-analyzing you.
As the Snipe Fest continues, Shiri ends. Seeing Hugarth leave and do these criminal acts, either of the two of you, what do you do in this moment?
I actually want to go check out the guard that he messed with because I'm curious to see what the effect is on him.
Okay. And anything from you?
And we'll just turn and be like, well, you guys are done prepping Hogarth. And at the mention of Hogarth, you just see like a silvery flash at the edge, and then just lights up, metallic swirls where his skin shows. We should probably do as the letter said and go through the front. And she'll cross the street and head over.
Okay. Those of you who have either lingered behind the roaster or have begun to cross the street after the first two, Shiri and Castrina. Oh, sorry, we have a hand from Lily.
It was just something small, because if that was visible to everyone else...
That was visible to everyone, yes.
Okay, lean on the table. Respectfully, that's hot.
Alright. Castria and Shiri. As you cross the street, seeing that the wizard has left and know that the coast is clear for the most part, Castria, you head over to this bawling young child. Looks to be a little whiter than most kids. You'd probably put them down as like a dwarven kid. As they sit there and cry and just they are rubbing one of their eyes, and it's just it's the worst day, and they look like they just don't know what's happening. They look like an utterly lost and confused kid.
You seem sad and don't know why.
And at just the sound of your voice, they look up at you, give a soft and then come over and go to like grab at your legs.
She leans down before he gets as close as her legs and reaches out a hand to hold his. I feel like that often. Don't worry, it will pass. Here. I think you might need something sweet. And she reaches in her bag and she has like those candies you can get when you leave like a fancy restaurant in her bag from her job. And she just reaches in and she grabs like a big handful. I have these. I believe they are sweets. I keep them in case of emergencies.
Yeah. You pull out bank suckers and start to like kind of pull them over. They're still having a rough time. They're unsure how to process their feelings at this moment.
It's alright. It's alright to be sad sometimes.
Shiri, you step over towards this guard. You get a better look at them, by the way. They are standing tall, big, broad, barrel-chested sort of dude. An orc who has a little bit of his tusks poking out from his bottom lip as he's looking about as you make your approach. Go ahead and give me a learning roll, if you don't mind. As a little bit of like side knowledge you might be able to glean. But as you do make your approach, you see he turns towards you and goes, hey, civilian, how's it going?
I'm Just curious.
Yeah.
What do you remember of the past, 5 minutes?
Oh, well, that's a fair question, I guess. If you're asking about my patrol route, sorry. It's a little bit of a confusing thing. Not that I don't remember it, obviously. I have a good mind for these sort of things. It's just, along the lines of, I'm not sure how much I should tell you. Roll persuasion for me, Shiri.
I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable, so I guess I'll word it a little bit differently. Does anything feel odd from the past few minutes?
I'll go ahead and say this persuasion check is not going to make him uncomfortable in any case.
Okay.
It seems to be more of a, if you can flip that switch to see if he's willing to share more information with you.
Okay.
There is no alarms that are going to go off if you biff this roll.
And which you did not.
Dear.
You fully did not biff.
With the 36, he looks at you and goes, "Oh, sure, how much I can tell you." He gives you a little bit of a head tilt. But you look like an honest gal. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm, as he looks at you and goes, "I'll be honest with you, I'm not actually from around here. Name's Regier, Shade Splitter. I'm from, well, I'm not actually a guard around these parts, so it's not like I actually have any jurisdiction. I'm a little bit of on loan from Claypolt, you know."
Gotcha.
Yeah, nice to meet you. As a matter of fact, with him saying that, you kind of give him another look, and you do see he is wearing the blues of that city-state from a ways away. As he looks at you, yeah, just here on some sort of extra-judiciary private business. A little bit of a liaison, a little bit of a tete-a-tete. I think that's the word. Helping out a few things around here. But for the time being, my commish, or the captain, lieutenant, I forget what his rank is. He's in charge of this
Ranking
sort of
officer.
operation. We're looking into a few things around here. But everything seems to be on the up and up. Hey, why is this kid crying?
He seems lost. I don't think he knows where he is.
Ah, that's a damn bummer. Oh, sorry. I should watch my language in front of the kids. Hey, bud. You see he comes over and kind of kneels down. You look like your parents got lost somewhere. Are you alright? And you see this dwarven kid just kind of look at him, just go, and sort of you get the idea that this kid has been taught, if you're ever in trouble, look for a guard of some sort. He just looks up at him, you get the sense that this sort of presence of these three adults are helping to calm him down in some way. Yeah, well, not to worry about anything. If need be, I can take a look after this kid. So, you folks from out of town are... Oh, my apologies. You look like you might be from... Right, I shouldn't say anything. He just kind of gestures towards Castria. Sorry. Almost mistook you for someone else.
Someone shiny, like an opal.
I guess you could say that.
I
no
tell
offense.
you what, if you take this child for an iced cream and help him find his parents, I will give you a reading for free.
Oh, that'd be very lovely. It's not like I have much to do. I'm just supposed to help keep the streets clear since we don't have any leads on the perp we're after. Let's say, what are you folks up to? Anything I can help you folks out with?
Just taking care of the child.
I see. And he looks over towards Shiri.
Is there any residue or anything on his face from
There does not appear to be any residue or anything lingering or anything along those lines. He looks like it was just pure magic that hit him and caused him to act this funny.
Okay.
Looking at him, he looks like he is completely sane and he has literally no recollection of that event that just took place.
Okay. I think we're all good, but thank you very much for your help. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Pleasure to meet you, Miss
Cheery.
Cheery. He takes her hand and does a little. No, I have touched it in front of her. Sorry.
I appreciate the gesture, though. Thank you.
Not a problem. Well, in case you folks are from out of town, welcome to Undertown. Although probably I shouldn't be the one saying that, but still, it's one of our allied little cities and such. So, lovely to meet you. All right, kid. Let's go get you some ice cream and find your parents. They are so lost. As he turns. Oh, by the way, there's supposed to be an event happening around here later on today. So just don't get too drunk and pass out on the streets. You don't want to get thrown somewhere else.
An event? I don't remember such a thing being told.
As far as I'm aware, something's happening. I don't have all the details. Sorry.
Well, thank you.
My pleasure. I'll see you later at the place. He gives you a wink. A not at all subtle wink.
I will see you later, sir. Sherry? Did you notice anything?
Have they walked off by now, or are they still in front of us?
You see he, kind of takes a kid. There's a moment where, he helps him up onto a piggyback situation. And, Regier has basically started to meander down the street. Not a super rush or anything like that, but he's just, looking for parents, looking for ice cream, and he's not too far.
Okay.
But you get the sense he won't overhear you.
Okay. He has no memory of what just happened.
Strange. I don't
Agreed.
Do I remember Hogarth having that kind of power before when he visited the gems?
No. As a matter of fact, the last time he was at the gems, he got thrown out on his ass.
He could not do that before. I think we should definitely get on the mission.
I agree. Although I also worry about his other subordinate in there.
Yes, he mentioned a Joulet. And something about a boyfriend or girlfriend. Perhaps something we can use to our advantage.
Well, do you want the glasses? I feel like you might have better luck with them than I would.
Remembering that the glasses change only the face, and she looks down at her huge tracts of land, I'm not sure if that would be appropriate.
I don't know if any of us would be appropriate for that, in all fairness. Should I get the orc?
Does anybody have any shape-shifting magics?
I do believe at this point the rest of you would be able have caught over to them, having maybe continued to carry on this little conversation in the background, but haven't rejoined your comrades on this side of the street.
Question above game to DM. Only the people above 20s overheard what he said about the boyfriend-girlfriends thing, right?
Those of you with a keen enough sight would have, yes. So.
Okay.
However,
So-
if you're walking over, you definitely just heard me say it. So
Actually, it would have been above a 15, so Puddle would have heard that as well.
Okay, I still would have heard it.
Yeah.
I need to have heard it for me. It makes sense for what I wanted to say.
no. Because you just heard it while I said you do know something because I just said it out loud.
What's that about boyfriends and girlfriends?
Polyamory is fun.
Yeah, but
Apparently, he has a much abused assistant in there who had perhaps girlfriend or boyfriend trouble that he dismissed out hand.
okay, so we need to get in unseen. Someone go in and chat her up. Yeah, yeah, like you go in, like say I go in, start complaining about my ex-boyfriend, and then that gets them talking about their ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, and then we just get them talking, and then you guys can try and sneak in.
Well, that sounds like a good job for you.
What was that end?
That was a good question. Would I know of this assistance and their significant others?
Roll learning, the challenge rating for you is going to be super low.
Since this is a it's the learning, and since this is a tactical thing for the mission, can I throw in my profession perk?
You know what? Yeah, and take another advantage on it.
So that's
Someone
advantage
wants to
2.
show off.
Also,
With a 10, you recognize the name Zhulei. She is a young drow half-elf lady who has been working with Hugarth for a while as sort of like a overworked, underpaid, minimum wage worker sort of situation. You have not interacted with her a whole bunch, but you get the sense that this is yet another person that Hugarth looks down upon.
Okay, I'll just relay to the group. It might be Chule who you guys are speaking of. Somebody else he underappreciates. But I don't know more than that.
You seem to know quite a lot more than the rest of us about what goes on in there.
Have they bamboozled you as well?
No, I was not bamboozled in the same way Otto's was. But Hogarth was one of the first people that helped me when I came here when I came to here.
That kindness isn't going to interfere with the mission, is it?
I don't think that kindness term fits the situation. Anything I've learned.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
So, I do believe Lola had a pretty good plan. Perhaps you go in first, do talking, and we follow in after bit by bit.
Or do some of us want to go in another way?
Can I use my precognition on what would happen if we tried to use a different entrance other than the front?
I'll go ahead and say you don't need to roll for that. Go ahead, End.
Yeah, because I was going to reply with what the letter info gave us, where the other entrances and whatnot are cursed or have a spell or some kind of system that may or may not cause death.
Was that escaping?
Therefore, front.
So I don't get a vision montage of us going and doing it and dying in many different ways?
I will go ahead and say, without rolling, you do get the montage of opening up a door, tentacles, and all sorts of other stuff going, ah! And essentially, every single exterior entrance to this place that you can even look at is a terrifying, horrifying trap of some sort. Real fake doors, people. As you kind of like go, well, what about no, that window, no.
So some kind of Winchester house.
As a matter of fact, yes.
It's Home Alone. It's like, I'm not going in that door.
Yeah. It seems like the best way is indeed the front door. as a matter of fact, the one that you guys are all standing near.
Alright, well, no time like the present. You see her kind of just like put her lyre back.
Before you go to the door, I'm gonna tap your shoulder. And I'm gonna pick up a card from my deck and just tap it to your shoulder, if you don't mind. And I'm gonna bolster you.
Alright, go ahead and roll for that.
Bolster. Roll.
That's pretty good. At your level 5, that would give you access to power level 3. What attribute are you going to bolster for her?
Presence.
Presence. Very well. So going forward, should you, as long as it's being maintained, you'll get advantage 1 on presence rolls, Lola.
Mm-hmm. And I maintain it until I try to transfer it to someone else, or if it's concentration, right? If I get hit,
It's essentially concentration.
it's essentially concentration. So if I get hit, or if I move that spell to someone else, then it goes away.
As Lola gets a little bit of that extra boost, the rest of you...
I would thank her. I would be like, thank you. See, that's girls supporting girls, not being judgy.
A girl's girl. Yes.
Alright, dear.
Lola, as you get, you have that moment between yourself and Castria. As you go to take your steps inside, the rest of you stop, take a look around. Maybe there's a tiny bit of paranoia. Maybe there is somebody watching you. Nope. Streets look like there's a whole bunch of people minding their own business. Maybe you're overthinking a little bit of the paranoia stuff. The guard doesn't seem like he's bothered with anyone about to rob the place. Maybe it's all in your head. You'll be fine. But as you folks nod to each other, this is the plan. We're about to head in. Take a deep breath. And we're going to take a quick bio break.
Yay! How are we feeling so far?
All lady party. All lady party.
I do want to say,
Yeah,
one little thing.
that's funny.
Like when everybody was describing, I'm like, okay, it seems like it's gonna be everybody.
I did
Chad, what
want
were
to
you
ask,
saying?
as we're walking over, could I use a boon on myself?
Yeah, well, we can...
Okay.
As a matter of fact, this is one of those cases where it's like not really necessary to have to roll. I just felt like rolling in that one situation. You may apply one to yourself.
Okay.
And, we'll also do some a little bit of admin when we get back. I forgot to let you guys know about the legend points shenanigans, so I do apologize about that. Everyone is getting legend points.
Yay!
Okay, so I have 2.
Yes, everyone will have.
That's like, okay.
On your character sheet, it will be marked LP. But seriously, now's a good time. Snack, stretch, break, that sort of thing. So we'll be back.
Now, did you already add it on there?
Just make sure you guys can actually see this. Yes. So,
We can see it.
Lola. Doors open.
Before I enter the shop, though.
Go ahead.
Okay, before I enter the shop, though. Her hair was kind of pinned back a little, so she's going to undo the pin. Going to flip her hair over, kind of shake it, and flop it back to give it like that kind of windblown kind of mane, because she has this like just very voluminous amounts of wavy hair.
So
She kind of
much
just
fucking-
plays with it, and she's like, "Okay, let's go," and she'll try to step it.
You go to the door, it opens almost effortlessly, and everyone hears a little ding 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 ding, as including a smash, and something falls and breaks somewhere within. It doesn't take many steps for you to get yourself to the interior. First looks around the place. You see lines and aisles of what looks to be little doodads with price tags and all sorts of other things. You see what looks to be like footwear, loungewear, some sort of strange devices that say they massage or take care of certain things. Discs of some weird make. Over to the side, you look and you see there's a very standard, stereotypical cashier sort of counter with register on top, and behind it, what looks to be a sort of frazzled-looking young half-drow lady who you probably have seen quite a few elves in your time. You've never seen an elf look this exhausted before. Stress lines and dark circles around her eyes as she peers back at you. And it looks like she had been busy with something right as the door opened and just dropped something by mistake. She looks up at you and goes, "Hello, welcome to the Confabulatorium. Welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask." Shit. As she turns and looks back towards what she has going on her side.
She would very kind of, like, not rush, would walk over, is like, "Oh, hon, you shouldn't be working this hard. Where is your help? Can't expect you to be in here by yourself. You could hurt yourself."
Roll presence for me, and you do get that advantage. You have stumbled onto one of my favorite kind of rolls to get, which is the high roll. You are making a first impression.
Okay, which... God, I'm really bad. Presence? Presence.
Third and social. And add advantage 1 because of your bolster.
Got it.
Oh!
Ooh, I got a nat 20.
Oh!
That's close.
Yeah! Yeah!
Yay.
That's what I
Dang.
wanted.
So where's your help? You shouldn't be working this hard. You say that, you just hear go. Oh, ain't that the truth? Wow. Jeez. No, you get it. Yeah, no, like, you know the guy. She looks at you and just waves, as if you already know who she's talking about. Owner's too much of a cheapskate to actually get some extra help, and I am stuck here because I decided that I needed to have some magical studies, and he was just the guy who could teach me some stuff. No, it's too much to even help me learn any spell work or anything. So I'm just stuck here, and she gestures back towards what looks to be another, like, working stool. Like, this is the sort of situation a lot of us have worked minimum wage jobs. It looks like she is lucky to have somewhere to sit. As she gestures, this other stool right next to her has what looks to be a mini cauldron that's just bubbling away. And she had just had a potion bottle of some sort in her hand and dropped it because she wasn't expecting the door to ring. Yeah, no.
Well,
unfortunately, I don't have any help because, of course, Hugarth is such an amazing asshole. Things should just work out for him.
well, you're not him, and he should be taking care of his employees. My father always takes care of his employees. Well, I'm sorry to bother you. I just came in here. I needed a little help.
She looks about, like, back at her project that's kind of simmering a bit, working away. She goes, "Sure, yeah, how can I help? Does anybody else enter at this point?" Like, having given a few seconds.
Castria has come in and is just kind of like hovering in the back looking at things.
Caster, as you enter, ding, 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 ding. And there is a little bit of a glance from Julie, but it doesn't look like she's breaking away from this conversation. But you do notice that the door seems to ring whenever someone enters. But she looks back at you, Lola. Sure, yes. How can I help you? You see that she kind of gives a look towards Castria. Just a second.
Okay, well,
I do have stats for her. Oh dear. Oh, whoa, okay.
No. That. Oh. I was clicking on stuff and then I just see dice start rolling. I'm like, did I do that?
Not for us to see, though.
Oh, that's weird. That rolled twice. I'll take the first one. Yeah, she looks past you. There is a bit of a double take situation. Then she focuses
Well,
back on you.
Okay. It's like, again, sorry to bother you. Maybe I can help with that. I'm pretty sly with certain things, especially liquids. I just look, my ex has been driving me nuts, and I'm trying to find an item that I don't know could just mess with him a little. Because okay, look, just listen to this. This bastard thinks it's okay to go out with me and my best friend's cousin. It's ridiculous. They don't ever just. This is why I've always said it. Women are just so much more fun.
Yeah, I can totally agree with that.
I come in the door. I come in the door.
Ding, 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 ding.
And noticing they come in, Castria will be like, "Oh, I thought you would catch up. Take a look at this." And she tries to get her new friend to follow her gracefully. So it looks like we were supposed to meet up, and it's not too suspicious that suddenly the store is busy.
Okay.
And
then I have an above table question.
noticing sort of thing going on, but her attention does go back to Lola, who is commanding most of her attention.
So I made the hair big so it would block more.
Lola,
I have an above question.
sure.
Can Banes be used on objects?
In some ways, yes. What are we thinking?
Silenced on the bell.
Huh? And how do you make the silence bait happen? What attribute do you use in order to have this happen?
Let me go back and read it. Agility versus toughness.
So this would require physical interaction with the bell. And seeing as Jaleigh has already noticed you, there's a chance she might notice this thing happening, but you do have some agility, so you might be able to pull this out without too much of an issue.
Probably, I'll look over at Cass and be like, do you have, a small, pebble or object or something?
She has the small candies that you get when you leave the thing. She still has a pocket full of those, and she brings them up would you
Can I
like
have
a
one?
sweet?
Yes. And I wish to flick it at the bell to cause silence.
Okay.
Or, you know what? Okay, is the bell held on by a string?
It looks to me like it is held on by a sort of those door springs sort of situation?
Yeah.
It has one of those. It does not look to be a flimsy sort of string. But you think if you hit it just right, you might be able to get it. It's not impossible.
Okay. That's what I wish to do. But I am waiting until Lola's conversation and the slightest head movement where they are not looking.
Sure. Lola, she looks back towards you and goes, I can see how romantic partners and everything like that could be a little bit of an issue for you. Lola, give me a perception check. We're counting this as an insight sort of situation. And does anyone else enter at this time?
I will.
Alright.
I'll go in at the
Before
same
the
time.
bell, before the silence.
Right,
of the bell.
same time with her.
Well, at this point, everybody's coming in. I don't need to do this.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. And do you come in with as well?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
9. What's up, Huddle? I saw
Do they
this.
recognize me? Because I was in the shop earlier.
That's a great question. Oh, I didn't even roll that with the correct dice roll. Well, live and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. God, this thing fucking hates me, and it for some reason needs to freeze.
Well, the rolls are happening because the animation is happening.
Puddle.
Mm-hmm.
As the ding 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 goes off, she does look past, and again, another little bit of a double take. Lola, even with your 9, there has been a couple looks of recognition from Chulei during your conversation with her. Do you have your hand up?
Okay. Is there any way that I could kind of not charm her, but like use my voice to hold her attention completely?
This sounds like a dominate sort of.
Yeah, but like I don't want it to come off as
We don't have to
aggressive.
worry
It just be
about,
very.
We don't have to worry
like-
about it being mind control or anything like that, but to like captivate her sort of attention. This would be an influence roll, I would think.
Okay.
And this is going to be versus her resolve.
All right. Now I'm scared. Okay, so I just rolled dominate.
Yep.
Is it an advantage or no? It's
No,
straight
no
roll.
advantages
No.
or anything. Influence is not bolstered in this moment, and you are attempting
Got
to
it,
beat
okay.
her resolve.
Got it.
You should use one of those legend points.
That's what I was thinking.
You can if you want to. You might, or you might want to save them for later.
I'm gonna use one just to test it out.
Okay. You get
I'm okay
+1
with
to
losing
the
them.
Score, then.
Where do I put that?
It would be basically you do advantage 1, just roll that, and we'll just add it to whatever number you get.
Got it. Ooh, that
That's a
sucks.
13.
13.
Oh, well.
yes, sometimes
tried.
even with legend points, you might not get great results. And as you go to, how do you attempt to inflict this sort of entrancing effect on her?
As I'm like talking, I'll like reference like honestly, the whole thing reminds me of that song. Have you heard that song? It's like Rata de dos patas. And when she goes to like that last note, that would be what she was trying to do.
She leans over, smiles, puts a few fingers on her face, and you see her other hand does a little, and you can feel that she has just like a little bit of that magic away from her.
All right.
It's a very pretty song.
Well, pretty's not the voice, but my voice is pretty. The song itself is actually quite vicious.
No, I
But
think your voice is great. It's just,
I know it does things sometimes. Like I'll sing out and then people act weird. I don't know how it happens, if I'm honest with you. But anyway, like that song, this guy is literally a rat with 2 feet. It's not even funny.
yeah.
You know what I mean, right? Like you have to. Like every woman knows what it feels like.
I mean, I know some mouse folk around here and there, so... It's a
No. I mean that men just no. I mean that like men and dating sucks.
Yeah, definitely. Dating sucks. I'll give it to you at this point. With that 9, you start to realize you don't think she can actually meet you on that level.
Gotcha.
This might actually be a very dateless sort of young lady. And do you enter at this point?
Yes. I haven't been hesitant and with knowledge.
By the way, Iria, if you still want to, you may absolutely.
No,
try
because when I
this.
see her come in, it's like, well, what?
As you step in, do you
I'll
attempt to beat-
pocket the candy though.
Do you?
You can have a
beat-
whole bag and use it as ball bearings if you want.
Yeah.
Probably.
And do you beat Julay's notice or anything, or do you try to keep profile?
And would probably just being uncomfortable would probably forget for a second and just like wave hi since kind of knows him.
Okay. Hi, and how's it going? Nice to see you again. She kind of leans a bit past you, Lola. Looks at everyone, goes, okay, I'm gonna broach the subject. You all look like you need help with something, and this is a very lovely chat, but I can tell when something is up.
Can I roll a precognition on what we should do now?
How long does it take to invoke precognition?
Shoot, where's the spell?
There's a boom that takes a while.
Oh no.
It takes a full minute to invoke. You can do that in the background.
Can I have been kind of focusing on that? Because I am always trying to do something like that.
Yeah, by all means.
Okay.
I'll say you've been doing that in the background as well, so you feel free to give me a roll. But as and you look at Jule, she looks at you, and there's a half smile on her face as she looks around and goes, "Okay, and I am going to go ahead and assume you know these people."
Damn. That is
You're
just Julie.
yeah. Okay. Listen.
Somebody's got their hand up.
Yeah, a lot of people have hands up. What's up, Shiri?
I'll walk up to her and I'll ask, just curious, how do you feel about your boss?
She glances
Like,
over
just
at
lay it out.
Lola, glances over at Ed, glances to you, Shiri. By the way, Shiri, you may have even seen her in the past.
Oh, okay.
As she looks
How
at you,
loud
she
was
goes,
the question asked?
Like, how much do you like your boss? That's a great question. Shiri, how loud did you ask this out loud?
Loud enough for the whole room to hear, but not like yelling it or anything. Like just like,
When she does that, I just put the hand over the face.
She chuckles a bit and just goes, stops, looks, shrugs a bit. There's obviously no one else here. The guy fucking sucks, okay? But listen, I kinda need this job, and this is the only guy who's willing to take me to teach me some magic stuff on a shoestring budget. And yeah, he's not going to hire any extra help in order to cover for shifts or anything. So yes, maybe I don't get to go on cute dates with cute gals or guys or anything like that. Yeah, it sucks. This job sucks. I hate it here.
You only have this job because you want to learn magics?
Yeah.
Well, does it have to be a learning from a wizard? There are plenty of people with magics. At the gyms.
Miss Opal, listen, sorry. There's not a lot of people who are actually teaching magic in this city, and, I kind of burned through a lot of my money just getting here to learn some stuff, and you know what it is, broke college kid. And with Claimhold being locked down, I can't exactly get back there, and I don't know if I have the funds for the Grand Study area. Cherry.
Above table question. Would it be possible to share half my money with her that I'm getting from the job? Just try to get her to come to our site so that way she has an actual job?
So, this is a great question. If you had a sizable amount of a wealth level, you would have an easier time of bribing someone, potentially of a lower wealth level. What is your wealth level, Shiri? She is
You're
at-
poor like me!
You are also very poor. You, at the moment, don't have much. But you can, by all means, give it a persuasion roll.
Alright, here we go. I'm scared. Dun dun dun.
And I'm also going to ask how you broach this subject. You do have a flaw, I think, that would work for this.
Yeah.
Is there a desk in this area? Or like a counter?
There's a countertop between the two of you.
I am now sitting on it.
By all means.
Sorry, the cat's going on and off between, like, trying to figure out what he's doing and
No, I hear you.
silly. But, yeah, here we go. So, we are doing a thing, and it's not the best thing in the world to do. But what we're doing, if you'd like, we're getting paid actual money instead of just crap. So if you'd like to, I would be happy to share some of like my money with you when we're done with what we're doing, if you have any interest.
I could also probably help out with that. Not from my personal, but I could get you some larger amounts.
I can give you some coin now to even... I have a considerable sum I'd like to save for the weekend to go to the barbecue, but I can give that to you instead.
I get a pretty sizable allowance.
You deserve better.
Castria.
Hmm?
You just rolled precognition. That's good enough for a power level 1.
Mm-hmm.
Target asks a question about a course of action they plan to take within the next 5 minutes. I will communicate to you the insight through vague symbols, impressions, or a single word such as favorable or unfavorable. Do you have a question about this particular predicament you find yourselves in, and what course of action you may want to try to take with this?
She wants to know what the girl wants. And she wants to know what Hogarth has denied her, and what we can offer her that would maybe sway her.
Unfortunately, that does not fall under the purview of the boon, but you do very much get the sense that, yes, she can be persuaded to look the other way. However, with what's going on with this conversation, the promise of future money does not seem to be greasing the wheels.
I'm offering her money now.
She looks she hears payment. If I take any of that, that makes me culpable. Okay, what? You guys, I've seen quite a number of you be here before. I've seen you, hi and it's nice to see you again. I've seen you, she gestures towards Puddle. I've seen you, she gestures to Shiri. I've seen you, she gestures to Iria. Well, I'm sure you've been around somewhere in, sorry again, Miss Opal.
Castria.
Sorry, Castria.
Been to about, if you've been to any of the local bars, clubs, or casinos, you probably would have seen me.
Is there a skill to like question that? Because I don't remember being here. What would that be?
I'm gonna give you, Iria, the choice of logic, learning, or perception. These attributes may tell you different information. Pick whichever one suits your fancy. There may be different challenge ratings.
Perception.
Go for it. This would be more along the insight sort of thing. 25. Iria, you look at Chule as she says that. She is utterly convinced that she has seen you before. But
I know where this is going. I'll just nod. How long ago was I here? The time just gets screwed up. When was the last time I was here?
I am now going to roll that. Once again, very fun roll that I love to do. This little pop-up thing needs to die. I'm gonna have to change that module later. She looks at you. I mean, it was like maybe last week or 2 ago. Did you do something with your hair?
No, I've changed it up. Part it on a different side from time to time.
Okay. Be honest with me. How much are we doing here? Because if this is a really deep dive into what's going on here, I would like to be not within the blast radius of whatever happens.
Have you noticed his assholery has increased as of late?
I mean, he's been a little bit more full of himself, but
It seems others have noticed his power increasing. We're here to perhaps keep it from getting worse. That's one thing. I have another.
He's clamping at the heels of something that nobody wants him to get to. That's pretty much it.
okay.
Or chomping at the heels, whatever.
Maybe he has outside influencers bolstering his power.
Have you noticed any gaps in your own memory, perhaps? He has been flashing people and getting away with things.
Whoa!
Sorry, in common, bright lights.
Kind of looks like he's charming them or altering their memory. However, above table question: is there a way, if she has had her memory altered, that memory alteration could be used in a reverse?
Huh.
That's clever,
If
actually.
I have memory
like that.
alteration, is there any way I could manipulate that to like bring back the memory?
Like,
'cause
sing
usually
the song backwards.
Yeah, like you basically undo the alter so that they can.
This is a
You alter the alter.
question. I like where we're going. There's a few extraordinary ways to do this. Some of you have different ways of creating this effect. There is just some attributes, I would say influence, maybe or prescience, in order to determine that this is taking place, or to try to do something. There's also a boon called Restoration that somebody might have access to. If she is afflicted with something along those lines.
I don't think I have that one. I do have memory alteration.
This one's a stretch. Would heal work?
Heal only heals like HP and stuff.
Physical.
Like that.
Okay.
I love the
That's why I said it would be a stretch.
Siri.
Above game.
I have restoration.
Nope. Both Siri and Ed. Sorry.
Oh, you called her first.
Yeah, we'll start with Siri.
I have restoration.
We
And
have
If
I
that's
have mind dredge. Between the two of us, we could maybe get our memories back in place.
Sounds like we're gonna roll a bunch of stuff. And do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I was gonna say because I have restoration and nullify.
Oh shit! Alright, well. So, let's see if we can locate this. This is going to be a lot of rolls all at the same time. Castria has Mind Dredge, which is a prescience roll. By all means, please feel free to roll this. Does anyone have any way they can try to assist with that? By all means.
I think at first she would let Jule know. Would you like us to figure out if he's been messing with you up there? I think he might have.
He really shouldn't be on threat of many different painful experiences, but you know what? I wouldn't put it past the creep.
With your permission, I can try and see if things have been messed up in there. Is that okay?
I have nothing better to do. Sure.
Is there a chair there? Is there a chair that she can sit? Okay. Lola would hop off the counter and be like, perfect! And she kind of just walk over and very, like, sweetly, I guess is the word, very charmingly, like, kind of like, just like move her to the chair. Just sit right there and you let us help you.
You pick her up from the
Okay,
stool.
huh?
Let's say you move her to one of these big, huge massaging chair sort of situations, if you feel like that.
Yes.
They're out from behind the register, so she just kind of sits down and goes, okay, we're doing the whole thing, but...
Just relax.
I'm gonna throw a legend point into this.
Normally I wouldn't do something like this, but it sounds like you're getting a little bit of help from Lola, so I'll add advantage 1 to that.
So that should be advantage 2.
Yes. And getting to basically focus on that, yeah, you may have an easier time doing this. Oh dear. 26 is really good. I believe that's way past your max level.
Yep.
So night dredge. Let me just read to see.
And can we time this with the restoration so that whatever I'm getting, she's getting as well? Like it's being put back into her?
So your max level is 5. The power level you can reach is 4
Okay.
of night dredge. It lets you gain access to the target's current thoughts. Julay's thoughts signify that she very clearly recognizes pretty much everyone here. She sympathizes with a lot of you. She would like to help, but it's one of those that's like, if I go out of my way to help you guys, it's on me if something were to happen.
What can we do for you that would put
And
you at
then-
ease?
There's a
What if it-
extra voice in her head. That sounds an awful lot like you, Garth.
What does it say?
Make sure they're spending money. Don't give discounts. Make sure they spend. Keep the store clean. I'll teach you magic at some point.
We need that restoration now.
On it.
He is in your head whispering things like, sell, do not give discounts, clean, work. I can hear him clear as bell.
Oh, if you've
Told you, men are the worst.
training seminars, yeah. This is a weird amount of denial that's coming from her, even having like heard this voice in her head. Restoration boon havers. Who has a heist attribute to do that? I'll ask that. You got 4 from up there.
4.
Okay, your options are you can either both roll individually and see how well you can do so, or one of you can assist the other and give advantage to it.
I think it's more fun if they both do it. It'll be like team effort. Like they both cast this thing.
Yeah, I like that idea
I
too.
might even make it a team CR. How about that?
And
See how you guys do and average it out.
and while it's happening, Castria will just gently hold Julie's hands.
I will be like kind of stroking her hair a little, like playing with her hair. Be like,
oh
That's
my
right,
god,
cool.
you poor
Relax.
kid.
it's like just relax. Just us girls here.
Comfort and affection for people I'm not on a first date basis with, except for Miss Castria
I
and
told-
End.
I told. Oh, so I'm sorry, Lola.
Lola, of course, you told me that one.
Here.
Sorry, this is a weird day.
Okay, we all have bad days.
What's up, Furia?
Is puddles leaking on the floor?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Puddles, what's going on?
I'm leaking. There's a puddle.
Is this like a medical condition or something?
That's just
Sweetheart.
happening on the side.
Dagger eyes. Dagger
Sweetheart,
eyes.
Do you
Stop.
not see that I'm made of water?
Well, like, are you going to,
I
like...
am. I just kind of like gesture to my hair, to my eyes, to the droplets of water that are floating around my head at all times.
Well, like, are you, like...
I kind of
are
shift
you, like,
my skirt
melting?
away from the puddle.
Are you, like, melting? Or, like, is this too hot of an environment?
Water
Look,
just
I've never met
happens.
any of your kind.
Sometimes water just happens.
My what?
Whoa.
Your kind.
What do you mean, you people?
Of course you've never met pirates. We're underground. We're not on the sea.
Wait.
It's around here are so
Mine
silly.
and your definition of
And
pirate...
I just walk off as soon as I say they're so silly. I just walk off.
You could totally be checking out what's in the store for sale.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing
Yeah.
that at this point
Just browse.
because the last time I was in the store, I got my mind wiped. So I'm gonna look around because I don't remember what's in
Well,
here.
as she walks by, I kind of, like, use my foot to kind of, like, push the water under a shelf or something, just like...
So the wood boards will rot in that direction.
Yeah.
There's like a mop at the back. Yeah, it's just like. It's just funny. Anyways, those of you with the restoration boon handy, by all means, please, both of you give me a roll on that. If you want to. We'll say with the time that's being taken place here, you guys are able to focus on this. Advantage one to both of you. Handing out like candy. Oh dear God, what is happening back there? It's got 25 from End.
You said plus advantage?
Could I be, not could I? She would be like kind of humming like a really soft tune, like a really pretty sounding song, like almost like a little ballad.
As you're doing so, she looks over at you and goes, "You're just that's I guess this really pretty voice you got going on here. Really reminds me of this girl. I was going to go on a date with her the other day. And Shiri, how do your magics work in this moment? Normally in this case, your individual efforts would not have done anything, but with a combined 53, however, I think even if I have that, that would still do the trick.
For Shiri, it would, like, a white light would go into her, but it would be very, very small and hard to see. But essentially, it would unlock neurons that are hiding those memories.
Awesome. And?
So you know how she's within range. With End, when they're, I just use the term casting this, restoration, there's a lot of pulsing on her body where she has this like metallic, and it just starts from her head, just pulsing out. And on Shelly, she'll kind of mirror the same markings for a bit through alteration, just real quick in sync as it activates.
The rest of you who are lingering around watch this little display happen as this light headed pulse kind of connects with the side.
That's hot.
There's this moment of minor confusion. Julia's eyes
I'm literally trying to
wide,
sing her to like relax.
and then you hear her go, "Son of a bitch!" as she jumps up from the chair, and it just goes,
There it
"Are you
is.
freaking kidding me?
That's what I was looking for.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God, he has fired so many people. Hi, Ed. It's just nice to see you again. What happened to you?
Right? Same thing he does with everybody once he gets too good for them.
Yeah. My God, he tried. Hold on, you and you. She points at Puddles. He did something to you and you. He was so rude to you. She points at Shiri. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. I can't believe that bastard actually did that. I am going. Oh, wait till Auntie Aggie hears about this. Oh my god. How did he... that explains why Keeper hasn't been around. Son of a bitch. Oh god, I missed that. Crazy lunatic. Okay. She turns and looks over at Iria. What are you doing? With the...
pushing water under a shelf.
Leave it. Leave it. He is lucky I'm not burning this place down.
You could do that
Burn
after
it
we
down.
get what we need.
Burn it down.
No, if I burn it down, he's going to collect on some insurance or something to bet. I would know. I have to do some of the books around here.
Wait.
He's
you do
right.
books?
Right. She's
Yeah,
right.
the
Yes.
books. I do some of the ledger work and everything like that, but he takes it into the back. There's an inner sanctum or something along those lines. It's past the mirror.
Is that where he would keep documentations that could be used in blackmail, perhaps?
Or transaction reports.
Oh, he's
Can I
always
see the
coming with,
books?
like receipts and papers and stuff and taking it back there. Yeah,
Can I see them? I sometimes help my father with them.
I don't have them on me. Like I said, they're back there. They're past the mirror.
Okay. She heads for the mirror.
She goes, it's in the back room. It's in the staff-only area, but at this point, I don't give a fuck, so hold on a second. Okay, you folks are here to do what exactly?
He's...
Fuck him over!
Okay, sure. How much time do you need?
the night.
2 days.
I'm just gonna do this. She points her finger and does this twisting motion. You see a little sign on the front that says, like, we're open, and it flips around, like, sir, we'll be back in. And you see the little clock hands begin to spin. Like, it's gonna be an indeterminate amount of time before anyone is able to help out. I can buy you guys some time. I'm going to pack my things up and say a family emergency arrived. And then I'll just play dumb to whatever happens here.
Here,
Before you
actually-
do,
Oh, you go ahead.
before you do, give me your contact info. I'm taking you clubbing.
Yeah, hey. Oh, wow, okay. Wow. Oh, seriously? Okay, yeah, no. Maybe if
Honey,
I'm lucky,
trust
I can
me.
find that gal.
Oh,
Never
look,
know.
gal.
Because I have a lot of pretty friends.
She's probably gone by now, an adventurer of some sort. Hey,
You never know.
you mentioned something about payment or something like that. Maybe I could use some afterwards, but if it's going to be blood money or something like that, you know, I don't need to know.
It's just my allowance.
Here, you can take this, and then I will get you coin later when it can be more discreet. And she gives you a coupon book for the gems. Some place to hang out tonight.
Oh! Yeah, that'll do it.
See
Thank
my
you.
friend Jade. She will take care of you.
I know, Jade.
You do?
I'm not saying one way or the other. Okay,
You have a good night, darling.
I've got to pack some things up. I gotta leave. I'm gonna leave a note just in case. But if you guys head on to the back, speak to the mirror, figure the thing out, y'all should be fine. I've never been back there. I haven't been able to get past it myself. I'm not allowed. But I believe in you guys. You should be fine.
Wear something off shoulder and work your hair. Trust me.
Okay. Got it. Right. I didn't see anything. Have fun.
Thank you for your help.
I appreciate it. Y'all are a fun bunch. Thank you.
I do like a bow.
It's always so incredibly weird when a bunch of adventurers come into the shop. You know they're not going to buy anything here.
Oh,
You know I got no money.
I bought
They
things
probably
earlier.
just threaten you to make them give them something, right?
Yeah.
What was that, Chad?
I bought things earlier.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Do you have those back? I can give you back the money at the very least and just pretend like...
You know, you wouldn't believe it. I left the store, went into an alleyway, and then my memory got erased again, and I lost them and had different things.
You need to do the restoration thing on her too, guys.
That needs to stop happening around here.
That's what we are here to do.
Is that just... I thought that was just a thing of the city. Everyone loses their memory. Is that not a thing here?
No.
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 Money, yes, but memories, no.
Although I will be one quick to admit, don't go near some of the casinos. They have people at the front who like mess with your mind to come in and spend your money.
Unless you know them.
Yeah. Gives a concerned look towards Lola. I was like, yeah. All right. Y'all head to the back. I'm gonna make sure no one comes over. And like you can see, she's like flicking her finger downwards, and certain lights are going off. So it's kind of like we're shutting down for a moment. Like break time is taking place.
Should you turn off the cauldron?
Oh, that's mine.
But should it still be burning? If you're leaving?
I know what I'm doing. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Appreciate you though. Thank you, Castria.
Castria.
Yeah. As she steps away, you guys are free to proceed towards the back. After Lola, who is very excitedly making her way back there.
Yes.
Castria.
I heard mirror and I ran for it.
You see a wide open door that says staff only, nobody else allowed in. That means you as well, keeper. And as you go to cross the threshold, you hear a voice. It goes,
Before I cross the threshold,
go ahead.
Cat, is there any way I can check, like, if there's something like a trap or something like?
This is an excellent question. Now, I anticipate that you folks are aware that you're going into a dangerous space, and there might be traps of some sort.
Yes.
Instead of having you guys roll for every single 5 feet or something along those lines, I will only ask you to roll for a trap if there might actually be a trap there.
Got it.
So there is no trap here.
Got it.
It would be an insane place to put a trap because even he would have to, like, figure his way out past that. But, Lola, you kind of make your approach. You look around. There's no magic sigil work or anything else along those lines. It is literally just an ajar door to what looks to be a back room, storeroom with what looks to be boxes of different products, what looks to be scattered books and papers and a few other things. But as you do cross the threshold, you do hear a voice. As a matter of fact, anyone who's making their way back there hear this voice. You go, and so it was that the master returned to his boudoir in order to return and see about if he had forgotten anything. The miserable twerp. You're not the master. As Lola, you enter into this place and you turn and look, and there is a mirror with a face peering back at you.
I could have sworn I read a book, but I was little with this exact scenario. I give in.
Hello. It's a pleasure to meet you. Does anyone else enter in after Lola?
I do.
I think we all do, yeah.
Just a round of yes.
Okay. My fairy tale dreams are coming true right now, guys.
Oh, well.
Be careful.
Well, it appears that none of you are the master, which is a really odd situation.
We could be. We could be. We could be the new masters.
I would appreciate if any of you were able to actually transition into being the master, but I will inform you I am a highly magical... Oh, hello, master. How are you doing?
Very well. How are you? Yeah.
See? ¿Ves?
I see you brought
No me
some
duden.
hires
Don't doubt
along
me.
with you in order to assess the stock. Is that right?
Yes, we're going to have a grand new opening.
I see. You're not wearing the same attire that you left in, but I assure you, you still look as... Actually, I would say you look more smashing than before. So,
I've been giving him fashion tips.
I see. He has definitely been receiving those tips well.
I believe there was a miscalculation with a spell, and now they're a little bit in transition, I guess you would say.
Well, far be it from me to judge anything about anyone. All I do is reflect the truth. And as I see before me, I see a bunch of individuals who may or may not have had any previous engagement with. And, of course, the master here with a few... Well, one accomplice that he's had here before. A looks around. Although I still have received some designations about maybe one or two of you. Hello, Ent. We haven't met before, but I do recognize you.
Hello, how do you do? Do you have a name, or is it just go by Mr. Mayor?
I don't have a name. Master didn't give me a name, so this is what it said. Master, would you like to give me a name? Well, he pronouns still, perhaps?
Yes.
Well, he is still thinking of a name. So, what can I do for the lot of you? Clearly you're here in trust of the Master.
I'm here to look at the books.
The books! Splendid. Now, are you referring to the random books that are strewn about here? Like his...
No,
ramblings?
no. No, just basic inventory, deposits, things like that.
I see.
It's my specialty.
Notes on particular peoples and their goings on.
Ah, the...
Oh,
more...
the transactions that my associates have been here dealing with. We just want to make sure all the details are correct.
And I'm well versed with them, so.
Yes. Well, Aria, you see, of course, if you're looking for the deeper writings, of course it's going to be in the Sanctum. So, if you're, of course, seeking admittance into the Sanctum, you, of course, would say the password.
I start focusing on precognition to see if anybody has passed through here with the password.
Above Gabe, if we were to try to just like say something dumb like
The password.
Garth is the best. Hugh Garth is the best.
Password.
There, literally anyone can say anything. So,
I want to do... I'm going to do logic. Thinking of my past, what may be a potential password,
okay.
if that makes sense. If you know what I'm getting at.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you know without needing to roll. You're not gonna find your password in your past.
Okay.
I will give you.
Not even end? Not
Well,
even
I was
end?
going to say... Okay.
The CR would be stupidly high. And I will go ahead and inform you something. This magic mirror was not here the last time you were. So you have no idea what this password could be, potentially. But as he does look over towards the Master, who is definitely Hugarth and not at all someone with a incredibly fake beard and glasses on their face, just looks, are you having a hard time remembering the password?
I am, unfortunately.
We were out drinking, and it has really gotten to our mind, and there was some potent liquor.
Well, I completely understand that. You do happen to hit the bottle quite heavy, don't you, Master?
Especially on the gym's dime.
Oh, yes, he doesn't want to stay away from that place, let me tell you. He's rather upset that the Grinning Gargoyle got shot down. Can you believe that?
I can.
Charles, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Because he had asked us if we needed help with something, and I want to take advantage of that question. Was that, especially now with Hugar is forgetting, yeah, because he wanted me to deal with some more competition, but he forgot the thing he brought back recently from his trip. But he wanted to know where that one was also.
Oh, yes.
So I can
That
deal.
is also within the Sanctum. A lot of things moving into the Sanctum recently. Just all sorts of things. He's been having a lot of help in order to movements, but, he's mentioned you a couple times in an aggravated sort of sense. But it's good to see you back in his good graces. So, well, not that I've seen you out of good, or Master, at the very least, if you cannot remember the password, I was instructed to at least provide you with a hint in case you had forgotten. And of course, the password is a one-word sort of situation, and the question is very simple. What is the best bird?
I know what it's not.
Did a seagull?
It is not a seagull.
Yeah, they suck.
Correct.
That precognition I rolled, did that do anything?
17. Precognition, you get to ask I believe you were trying to ask a question about something. You're just
Yes.
trying to find the answer, are you?
Trying to find something in the room that might give me a clue for the answer.
Before I give the clue.
I pop my head out the door and ask the assistant, "What's his favorite bird?"
She's busy, like, stashing something in, like, a bag. She goes, I don't know. He never talked about this sort of thing with me. I'm sorry.
Seems like a peacock. Seems like a peacock guy, but I can't be sure.
That's the one!
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm sorry, but Lily actually said the password.
That's great.
I mean,
Elephant.
You know the password.
You are a bird expert. You were into like owls and kinship, so this makes sense.
I was ready to give so many clues because the disguise was working so hard.
Can I know what I saw in my vision at least before Lola just says the password?
You would have seen that right next to the mirror, there was a big clue. There was a painting. There is a puzzle, I believe it's called like a Hobbes sort of puzzle or something like that. There were many clues I have actually laid out before this. One, he looked at the signage across for the roaster and shook his fist at it. Two, there was a particular feather in his hat. And three, right next to the mirror, there is a poster, or a painting, sorry, of a rooster with a glass bowl of peas next to it. What is another word for rooster?
A peacock. Yeah.
But Lily just blurted out.
Vibes
there.
alone. Vibes alone.
You're like a peacock kind of guy. Like I was
That's
just
I think that's a legend
like,
point.
okay.
I think that's a legend point.
I think that's a legend
Give me.
point.
I wasted mine. Give
No,
me.
you get a legend point.
Absolutely. GM agreed. What's up, Chad?
On that painting, you said it's right next to the mirror?
Yes.
I'm gonna paint a seagull on it.
You also get a legend point that screw because if he comes back drunk, he's not gonna want to know what he's looking at. Fuck.
Write mine. You
That's
should write mine
hilarious.
somewhere.
Oh my god.
Not only is there going to be a drawing of a seagull on this poster, but there's going to be a giant puddle of water around it because you had to sit there and paint it.
He has an obvious fucking clue up. Clearly he's gonna get sauce enough that he's gonna forget his own fucking easy password. It just makes sense. Holy shit. So, Zamira goes, "Oh, yes, it is a password. Well done. See, Master, it's good that you share these things with your associates and not cut them out of every single transaction. You really should treat that Goulet young lady much better than what you do."
I completely agree.
Yes. And, you know...
Lola flips her hair, shit-eating grin. as soon as she gets...
You earned it. As he looks at her and goes, "Ma, you certainly are a well-versed bunch. Now, I understand that Keeper is such a strange figure, and clearly he doesn't pay rent around here, but really, just maybe consider giving him some space or some understanding next time he ever does decide to creep back into this location."
Who is Keeper?
Oh, he's a funny fellow who comes around, big bird-like mask on his face and stuff like that. He had an out with the wizard, and he hasn't been back since. It's been a couple weeks or so.
Storing knowledge away for later.
But, in any case, that is clearly the password. Clearly you get to have access to the sanctum, so, and you go. As his visage turns into like a vapory smoke. The bottom of the mirror, as reflective as it is, furls upwards like a curtain being raised.
Hmm.
And beyond it, you see space.
What, like the astral sea?
No. You see a hallway that leads further in.
Okay.
No color, no light at the moment. Just a space to step into. Excuse me. That always got me feeling funny.
Don't forget to name the mirror.
I'm getting there.
I'll after I've finished painting, I'll sign it with a nice instead of like a puddle,
Yeah.
it's just a KC. Just the letters K and C. Just in like an autograph style. And then I'll walk over to the rolled up mirror. And I will say, whenever I went to start painting, I reached down to my neck and pulled up like a half mask that covered from like right on top of my nose down towards an angle. That's solid, like it's solid black, but it has like really intricate like patterns. Like it almost looks natural and like they're flowing like water. That's still up, and as I walk over, I'll drop the resistance on myself. And can I use my bane or my boon to use light at level 5 on myself? And my veins are now bioluminescent.
That's fucking cool.
That's so fucking cool.
That is also hot.
That is fucking cool.
Why are you worried about everyone's temperature?
Not hot like not hot like heat.
Well, she's obviously
hot like
hot.
that's
She's
hot.
melting on the floor.
I'm quite cool, actually.
Why do you keep
I'm
picking on
regulating
her?
quite well.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. But no, hot. When I say it means a good thing. Like that's hot. That's sexy. That's cool.
Hot means cool.
When I say it like
Cool
that's hot,
means
yes.
Sexy. And sexy means. Oh no, Jade told me what sexy means. Okay, yes, no, it's okay. I think I figured it out now.
And booty means treasure.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
Booty means
Puddle.
treasure.
Booty.
That is
means
another word for that.
treasure.
Yes.
See,
I've heard it in. I
Is
heard
that-
it was shake in front of it. But
Freddie
Is that
told
what
me
you're-
something different about the booty? But
if it has
what
shake in
you're-
front of it, it means a whole other thing. If they put shake before
Shake in front of
booty, means a whole other kind of booty.
Is that what your underground pirates taught you?
Underground.
You
No,
said
I'm here now. What? There's no pirates underground. That's why you've never met us before, obviously.
you have a strange.
You have a
Pirate.
strange. Anyways, onwards.
That's going out of context. You have a strange.
Here we go. First out of context.
I
I'll
think
put
that's
it
the
in
first one.
myself.
Holy shit. Okay, so Puddles, you turn and lead the way into this darkened corridor, holding this light up. What's a light cast on, by the way?
Me.
Excellent. You are glowing
Bioluminescent.
with radiance. Absolutely no need to roll for this. You are not in any pressure or anything along those lines.
And it's level 5, so I think it's 25 feet.
Max level 25 feet, absolutely.
Yeah.
Puddles leads the way into this darkened corridor.
Is there stuff that can be seen now because of the light, or is it still just kind of like a corridor?
There is a sort of a hard-edged corridor that they walk into with what looks to be like gray wall, but smooth. There's no stonework or anything. But a lot of you have maybe heard about some of you may have heard about these things called extra-dimensional spaces.
Mm.
Lola?
So Puddle is at the front of the party because they have the light. Okay, so as we're following, you just hear Lola go, "Follow the leader, 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 follow the leader." See,
Estrella is like bouncing next. Kind of, it's a very tism bounce. It's just like, yes, I like this.
Yep.
I swear God, next words out of my mouth are gonna be mesa. Alright.
And Siri, Iria.
Well, after
I
you,
just look
Mugaret.
over at I just look over at Shuri and be like, "This is an odd combination of people."
Wait, Anne, what were you saying?
We forget.
No, it's just that what she said first changes what happens.
I will go last, but I do want to talk to the mirror after everyone goes through.
Yeah, as you kind of look out towards the mirror, you see that as much as it has rolled itself up, it kind of like flattens out a bit, going like inwards into the hall. And this is a massive mirror, by the way. No one's having like stoop or like crawl our way in. This is just a walk-in mirror.
Like from Phantom of the Opera, that giant mirror.
Floor to ceiling, yes. Massive. But it looks out at you. Yes, Master, you seem to have something else on your mind.
How do you feel about the name Sir Esper?
I think I can grow to love that name. Because I'm not sure if I'm capable of love. I am an inanimate object, after all. I have been given some sort of sentience, and of course, this is not the last time we're going to have a discussion, by all means. You're heading into the sanctum. I will see you in there again.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir Esper. Sir Esper. I like it. Yes. Thank you for that.
Of course.
How do you spell that then?
That's a great question.
Capital SIR space and then capital E SPER.
Got it.
And
A legit cool name. I like it.
Sir Esper. Got
I
it.
have to note that down.
We've created an NPC.
Congratulations. Sheer, you are the most likely last one to head in after End and Iria go to catch up. As the mirror begins to furl itself back into place, you are met with puddles. At the front, you are met with a wall that appears in the darkness and halts your progress. You look left and right, there's not exactly a way about any which way. But as that mirror does go and lowers itself down, the light from the exterior fades with it. And then
Oh.
no music.
Change.
Oh god, it's all black. I can't see. I'm blind.
Yeah.
Your light flickers for a moment, as if
In dark.
a magic arguing with another magic. And as that happens, now, I don't know what you guys are anticipating when you hear secret wizard inner sanctum sort of stuff. But there is as an incredibly boring and mundane scene appears before you all.
Oh my god.
Hallways lined with
Can-
eye-blistering lights. A strange, weird carpet of yellow. Doors that seem to lead to some spaces or not at all. Labels in some ways and not others. And a confusing mess of mundanity stretches out ahead of all of you. If this is supposed to be a wizard's inner sanctum, something very much says something about this guy, is that he lacks a lot of creativity. So, as you see all of this stretch out ahead of you, there are now maybe too many directions to head into. But Something's got to be figured out here. What do you all do?
I'm just
I'll drop
curious.
my
Are all the doors beginning with an 8, or is that just a choice?
For reference, it is mostly just they're part of the art. This is to exemplify a sort of mindset. But as you do look, you do see a few doors that are that look to have something written on them. There are some doors that just have numbers on them. A lot of them say like under construction. Some of them have ideas forthcoming, that sort of thing. This is a confusing mess. This belies a mind of someone who believes... You know what? I would like to ask for a logic roll in this case. This will actually tell you a good fair amount of what you're looking at.
Okie dokie.
Everybody or just her?
Anyone who's interested.
Can
Puddle
I use
is-
my prescience instead of logic?
I'll let you roll prescience.
Okay.
Can I do? Is that something I could do as well? Since I'm not a logic-based individual.
What attribute would you like to use?
Prescience as well.
Do you have points of prescience?
2 of them.
Hang on. I'm so sorry, Puddle. I need to double check.
Remember, because I have that perk.
You okay? So this is you are. What are you talking about? Hold on. Okay, so I'm really sorry about this, Puddle.
No, that's fine.
There are 2 different attributes. There's one called presence and one called prescience.
Your presence,
Oh.
not prescience. Yeah, I'm using prescience. You have presence.
Oh, okay.
Prescience
Nope,
is like
that's on me.
my fortune telling thing.
Can I, okay?
Presence
on
is
that,
just you have an aura.
could I just do a perception just to like see if there's a pattern to the madness?
Also work, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll
we
do
have
that.
A lot of rolls, a lot of handholds.
I did roll poorly, and I think I'm going to do something and use a flaw, if that's okay.
Okay.
Castria goes to grab her deck, her tarot deck, to do kind of a prescience to try and figure out what's going on here. But she drops it, the cards scatter, and I'm going to use my mood disorder flaw because she suddenly is having a very bad time
Okay.
and seeing something weird.
In that case, as you go to start seeing something weird, we're going to say you are afflicted with the demoralized bane and
Okay.
will not be able to resist it until later.
Okay, sounds good. But I do get a legend point for that, right?
Sure. We'll go
Thank
with that. Charles, what's up? You have your hand up.
Yeah, I was above game. Did Sir Esper say he was going to meet us inside?
So
Somehow.
Esper mentioned to Shiri that he would meet you inside. Although I will say those of you who lingered towards the back likely would have heard that. Lily, before we get to the rolls.
So upon just kind of seeing the room and realizing that her particular brand of skills might not be so hot right now, can she use her feature and alter her form? She's would feel more comfortable, smaller and easier concealed.
You can do that whenever you like, for the most part. It does take a focus action, but it doesn't take too long in this scenario, so...
Then I will use, there will be a focus action, and you guys will just kind of see her pull out her lyre and just like, yeah, this form got boring. And she kind of just strings a note, and she holds it with her voice, like, and you watch the notes turn into kind of like a swirl, and she shrinks, and is kind of flying around you as a small little fairy.
Wait, you can do that? Huh?
It looked like you froze for a second there. Oh.
Nope.
Nothing happens, Puddle. I'm sorry.
What power level of demoralize do I have, by the way? Just
We're
one?
gonna go with the bottom. Just
Okay.
one. Lily, for a bit of extra flavor, what kind of wings are we talking about here?
Very, like, butterfly kind of fluffy wings.
Got it. Yep. Lola turns into a very small fairy, just in front of everyone. And as you all take stock of what everything's going on, maybe someone helps out Castria with picking up her books at school.
Yeah, she's dropped all her cards. She's shaking and she's trying to put them all together, but you can tell she's not going to be much help right now.
I'd been down to help, like, scoop up the cards.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
So, 18, 19,
You good?
16.
Sometimes I see bad things. It might be a while before I am useful.
It wasn't a bad thing you saw, and that's why this happened, was it?
No.
No, good.
Don't worry. I don't think it's today.
I would just feel.
Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to get to rolls here. What's up, Lily?
Oh, nothing. It was just flavor. You're good. Continue.
Sorry, my bad. Puddle and Shiri, as the two of you look about this space, you see in mind that there probably is not an exact term for ADD in this world just yet. But as you look about, you definitely see a scattershot mind of someone who believes that they have an order and a rigidness to how they figure things out. There's definitely a magic to this place that if you were to fuck with super hard, it would potentially latch back a bit. I will give you that. In addition to this, with that 16 perception, Puddle, you were quick to look back behind you. The hallway that you came in from is gone. I will point that out for you. So it does not look like you are going to be easy. It's going to be easy to just turn back around and leave the way you guys came. However, Puddle, as you turn and look back, this place might not be the hardest thing to navigate once you are able to get an idea of what's going on here. Shiri, as well, you also remember that Sir Esper mentioned that he would see you inside once again. It seems like a foregone conclusion that you will run into him again if he says so. Perhaps the best thing you guys can do, as fledgling adventurers as you are, is pick a path. Head forward. Right now, there is a left, right, and center.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Whichever.
She is doing this. She's going eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
What type of floor
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
is
I say
there?
center.
What's the floor?
Floor is a very, very stiff yellow carpet.
Logic. I want to look at it to see if there's more of a path that is more worn down. So I'll do logic on this one. So,
It was going to be either that or perception.
yeah,
What does the eeny meeny do to get the mole?
and I'm gonna burn a luck point as well.
Legend point?
Or-
Sure.
Legend point.
Got it.
Mo, not mole. It's like eeny, meeny, miny. Each thing is
So I
one of the eeny,
Add
meeny, or
a
miny.
level of advantage.
And the mole is okay.
When you kind of come back.
I thought you were
It's
doing
it's-
a spell.
Oh no, my spells aren't spoken.
So 16.
So it's 17, actually, since you
Okay.
added a legend point to it.
Okay.
You look down, and you do see a few footprints that go in various directions. However, there is one space that does go in a heavy amount of traffic. As Lola has kind of pointed out, center. Apparently, when faced with a decision, In this case, the most mundane way forward seems to be the right way.
Never doubt eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Also, I'm small because I'm not touching this carpet.
Puddle, can I have another perception check from you?
Yep.
And I'm gonna give you advantage 1 on this.
Okay. Perception. Yeah.
Something moves out of the corner of your eye. But you stop and take a look. With your very particular sort of eye for detail, something did move. As you look down the left-hand side, not like it was a physical object, but like color itself moved. And you hear a door shut. And as you stop and turn and look back to say something about that, your eye catches down the center corridor. Some colors shift again. There is something weird happening in here. It's too early to say if this is malicious or otherwise. But there's a very specific detail that, for some reason, only you would be able to catch.
Something isn't right.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah. And very clear, like, the kind of, like, jovial, like, happy attitude that you've seen from her so far, that kind of, like, oh, everything's grand, is starting to fade a bit, and you see almost like a survival instinct of someone who has been living in the wilderness and watching their back at all times kind of kick in.
Kind of more of above on a boon when it's the duration is sustained persist. What does that entail?
How a sustain persists is that essentially this would be more important in combat, but you would basically be concentrating on it, so to speak.
Okay.
Lily.
Lolo kind of fled over to End, and she's like, "You know the guy best. Do you have any idea what this place is? Or maybe how to navigate it? I mean, you've worked with him."
Well, just like the sign told us, he was the only one allowed back here, as far as I know.
I get that, but I'm saying you knew him better. Like, maybe a hint from, like, the person he is, maybe that will help us navigate through this. Like, is he the kind to put, like, you open a door and then you suddenly get eaten type of person? Or is it maybe you get transported somewhere else? Or, like, when you think the meanest thing he could do to someone in this scenario, what do you think it would be?
Yes.
He's a strange.
Strong side.
Chat.
Feel free to say no on this, but I wanna try something a bit unique.
Please.
Noticing that things are kind of changing, and knowing that this is where we entered at, and we've been kind of just hanging out here for a second, I'm assuming I'm accumulating a little bit of a puddle beneath me. I want to slide, like, flick my wrist out and have my paintbrush come out. And then I'm going to kind of look down and I'm just going to gesture towards the left hallway and towards the right hallway. And I want to make the water that's in the puddle start to spread. And kind of like at the intersection of where they would enter to where we are, I want them to make that whole carpet kind of damp. And then I want to freeze it to create almost like a slight frost, so that if anything was to walk past or move, it would have like almost like kind of like putting salt on the ground to see if a ghost steps through it. There would be an imprint or some of the frost removed.
You go to do this as you cast this water to the side to create these little like step lines to see if it catches anything. Before it even freezes, you notice that the water itself seems to leak back towards the center. Not entirely pulling all of it away, but enough to give you a heads up that you are starting to catch on a little bit more as to what's going on.
Does anyone else pick up? Was anyone else watching or picking up on that?
If anybody else were to look, you would absolutely see it. Siri.
I would have asked what was going on, because if Puddles had a worried look on her face, I'd probably be a good ask what's going on and if she knows something.
I saw movement down the halls.
What kind of movement?
Uncertain. Nothing that makes me feel particularly comfortable, so I tried to set up step lines with water and frost. But the space does not seem to want me to do that. It is pulling it back in, and if there's one thing I know in this world, it's water. Water doesn't do that on its own.
There.
Anyone who's pondering this, perception roll can do one more thing here before we probably would want to move on. I'm going to go ahead and say this. The challenge rating is high to notice a very particular detail. Don't be upset if you don't miss it, if you don't get it.
Can I attempt my prescience with disadvantage again?
You may.
And can I go for a perception on it with a luck point?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, Puddle would have advantage 1 on this anyways.
So it would be advantage 2 if I use the luck point?
Yes.
Okay. So it's a 25?
Excellent.
Because it adds the luck point to it as well?
That is correct.
Okay. So
In this
25.
case, both Siri and Puddle. Now, you might have different reasons for noticing this. As you sit and talk about this, you look past the others and see very, very faintly footsteps in a different shade of yellow leading down the central corridor. With those higher rolls, you see it stops. And as if there were someone within those shoes or feet, turned towards you. As if waiting.
Does the figure seem... Or is it a figure, or is it just simply shoe marks on the ground?
It appears to be a sort of a nebulous shoe. I don't think you'd be able to tell a size or anything like that. The gait itself doesn't even appear to be something with bipedal legs, I would say, either. Like something with the idea of what feet are supposed to do. something weird is happening.
That was a creepy ass explanation. Thanks.
I'm gonna go with the flaw here,
Go ahead.
and I'm gonna go naive.
Sure.
It's trying to lead us somewhere. So, I say we go follow it. What else are we gonna do?
I
From my
will
experience-
follow your lead. I will follow your lead. I can't read anything.
From my experience, things that want to hunt you don't stand, look, and wait for you. They don't
Fair.
appear to you at all until they are ready to strike, and it is very clearly appearing. I don't see anything wrong with it. To me, this is as clear as day.
You see, Castria gets a little uncomfortable when you mention being hunted. He just shakes it off. I will follow you.
Clearly, I mean, something clearly knows we're here, so moving would most likely be the best option.
Is it? Which hallway is it down?
The center.
Never doubt the eeny, meeny, miny.
I'll start going forward.
The moment Puddle goes and takes a step forward, those footsteps shoot forward down the hallway ahead of all of you. Racing down, having maybe abandoned the concept of a footstep and has turned into some sort of like a line splatter, just a trail that goes shoots up and around the hallway and leads its way further in.
Pull the trident off my back, and I'll just spin it. I've always loved catching the fast fish.
All right, let's
Seeing
fucking
that-
go.
Seeing that, Iria kind of puts up her hands, takes a deep breath, and I cast haste on myself.
Oh dear.
So what do I do? Do I roll anything, or do I just have haste?
Well, in this case, I wouldn't say you guys are under any big stressful moments now that this, whatever it was, has led the way. I would say you managed to get yourself max level if you just take a moment to focus.
Okay.
Are you planning on racing after it?
I'm waiting to see what Puddle's doing.
Are we? I'll look at everyone. Do we want to make any final preparations before we step off?
Hang on, let me take a look at my bag of tricks.
And
I have
can I do
demoralized right now, so.
And can I do 2 boons at once?
If they are both sustained, no.
Okay, so that one's haste is sustained.
Yeah.
Teleport is not. Okay, just to have it ready.
Yeah, gotcha.
I just, you guys feel we should cache this thing? Is that where we're getting at?
We're just following it to see where it leads above table. I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, I'm just being above table. That was just my character being really cocky. Like, the thrill of adventure being really naive to the fact that this could probably rip me apart in one move. I'm just like, this is neat. I've never seen this before.
And seeing that, I'll tap into the hot-headed. It's like, oh, this thing's not getting away.
How do we... Oh, Charles. I saw a finger.
And, yeah, no, it's just... Well, then if everybody's in agreement we gotta chase after it, then I'll use a aura of haste, so we all get speed boost.
Oh wait, do I have like
You
double
can get
haste?
double
then?
hasted. Basically,
No.
with boons, there has
Hold
to
on.
be one person
Like-
focusing on each attempt on it, so you can be double as
Okay.
long as somebody else is doing it.
Time out.
No,
Unfortunately, no.
Oh,
That's
we're-
not how that works.
we've done it before. I thought.
No, you cannot double up on boons in most cases. I really appreciate the efforts. You usually take whatever's the best. I will say, however, if you guys were to combine your efforts, I'm going to be really loose with this thing. You would get the results combined in order to make a super fast party in order to chase after this incredibly excited spirit form presence, whatever it is.
Do you want to like grab onto my hair or something so that you don't get lost because you're so tiny?
I'm actually really fast, so like that's not an issue. However, I don't really want to. So she will does anyone offer their shoulder? She was just like, okay. Yeah, she goes for
Castria.
Castria. I was trying to say,
You
I don't know why I want to say
me
that.
Cassie, if you wish.
Cassie. Oh God, yes, please, because your name is beautiful, but hard. I'm constantly saying it. She kind of just hops onto your shoulder. He's like, okay.
Also, before
Castria running is weird. It looks like she's just floating really fast.
Before
I'll
we
burn anyone that gets near us. And she lights
before
a
we
little
take
ball of fire.
off, the kind of poncho kind of like opens up, and I have the hand on the hilt of the katana ready to go.
Yeah, katana shit. Awesome.
I got trident in left hand, paintbrush still in the right hand, and as for flavor, with every step I take, if it's my right foot, there's a stroke that goes that way. It's the left foot, it goes that way. And I'm not actually fully touching the ground. I'm like gliding on the water, the puddles beneath my feet, and like
That's
basically
fucking
like
awesome. Yeah.
roller skating on water. Leaving a nice trail of wet.
Sherry, what does your running look like? Especially with your slippers.
I was gonna say I kind of want to go on the walls in this case, just for giggles.
That's what I was gonna say. Can I wall run?
Yeah. I'm not gonna make you roll for it, Siri. You absolutely like kick up onto the walls, following after this strange orange yellow line of just like splatter and other sorts of things.
I was just going to mention somebody wants to use the rope of snagging for if we get close enough to attempt to like rodeo it down, tassel it or
If
something.
anybody gets close enough, yeah.
You can ready it. You can ready that as an action if you get within range.
Because I need to sustain haste, the aura of haste, I think. So if somebody.
So, as you guys get yourselves ready, everyone marks their positions, and just everyone literally at the same time, Usain bolts their way down this hallway, doing all sorts of parkour, crazy shit, jumping off the sides, the walls, some people off the ceiling, skating their way forward, leaving a trail of just blistering papers behind you as you go. Lights just going and winking out behind you as you go. Following after this strange yellowish golden sort of trail, you make your way down hallways, upstairs, downstairs. There are parts of this place that turn into like a weird MC Escher sort of place where there are just staircases going in other directions. But we have a trail, and it seems to be leading you guys someplace. You zip past the doors that say "Do not enter," and they're just bricked up regardless. But as you follow after this trail, it eventually leads you to a set of what look to be crystalline double doors. First time something hasn't exactly looked incredibly mundane. Puddle and Sherry, you have seen that this thing, whatever it is, has gotten here quite a while ago. There are the space where 2 feet would be, and there is a mark over one of the door handles. It looks like you should head inside.
There's
I'm gonna
something I
knock on the door
want to
first.
do.
Is it funny?
It would be in character.
I'd say do it.
Kicking in the hot-headed thing, I grab the door handle.
Okay. Grab the door handle, pull or push?
Well, wait. Are they? Is it a door handle that goes down like this, or is it a handle?
It is a sidebar handle. You would push it down or pull up. I don't know. How do you want to do it?
Brain down. Down and push in.
Down and push. There is a moment where this crystal door swings open, and the other door opens with it as well, as if, like, just allowing entrance to everyone involved. You feel the air of what appears to be a massive space within. More darkness ahead. Although flickering lights of some sort. Puddle, your keen ears pick up the sound of liquid. And gases of some sorts.
There's my mask. I'm gonna just reach to make sure it's still affixed.
Yep. Nothing's changed from that. As you look into this room, doesn't seem like anything's moving. The yellow line has disappeared, though.
Is there, like you said, I can hear some form of liquid. Can I get eyes on it?
You look ahead, and in a soft glow, there seems to be a... How do I describe this without all the lights having been on? There appears to be, not too far from where your entry point is, a sort of a rim in the floor that leads into what looks to be a surface of a liquid of some sort. Beyond that, there is some stonework of various make.
Okay. As we step in, I'll kind of just to the group. Careful, I'm hearing gas and liquid. There's no telling what could be lying in wait or what is potentially here for us to knock over and it explode on us.
Puddle heads inside.
I will follow.
Castriette.
Billy has her hands ready.
With perhaps a little fairy on her shoulder. Sherry?
Speaking of
Really?
said fairy,
Yeah.
I would like to cast concealment on myself.
Okay, go ahead and go ahead and roll for that. Sherry, that's it. Area.
Oh fuck!
And
What?
Huh?
do y'all head inside as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Do I see the footprints anymore, or no?
You do not see the footprints anymore.
Even if I look around, there's nothing there.
Basically the trail end was that line that looks like it skidded into like 2 footprints, and then a handprint on that door handle from the exterior.
And then it vanished after that?
It's not in this room.
Okay. I guess we'll go back on the normal floor where normal people walk and just say thank you to the figure. Whatever it might have been.
I almost want to make you roll for something. I don't know what the appropriate tribute would be.
Presents.
Sure.
We'll go with your option there. Presents or your idea, Hannah?
I was going to say random d20.
Yeah, we'll go with random d20.
Oh. Okay. Dun dun dun. And here we go.
Oh, nice.
13 buddies.
Sometimes Foundry likes a number and it will just go with it.
So
Yeah,
this is
D&D's like that with 11.
Me and 11.
So this is along the lines of a thank you, whatever that was. You don't get a response, I will say that. Not a tangible, easily to read response. But I know something else what happens next. As the last of you steps your way into the room, the doors swing shut behind and lock. A very audible sort of locking sound. As a bit of light starts to flicker in the area, and you hear, "So, it appears someone has decided to intrude upon my inner sanctum. Well, guess what, jerks? I already anticipated some sort of idiots coming in here and trying to take what's rightfully mine. So, guess what, losers? You're all going to have to deal with the powers that I hold at my command, and I'll be sure to clean out your stupid little corpses later once I've gotten myself back here. So, you all have fun with what's going on here, and yes, this is a super huge elaborate death trap, so you all have fun with that. Can't wait to see how your faces are punched in! This is gonna be great when I see
Pinche viejo feo.
There's no response to your outburst, unfortunately.
I think this is pre-recorded.
You hear... Alright.
She just says it out loud.
I don't think I need to retake that. No, I think that line's gonna work. Yep, definitely. Yeah. You know what? Now I can probably do another take. I'll just have to find time or something like that. Oh, this thing's still recording. Let me hit... And you just hear this voice cut out. As the lights come on within this space, energy starts to flicker somewhere ahead of you. And this is where we're going to have to leave our heroes at this moment, because it's getting super late, guys. However, not to leave you out completely, I do have to do a little bit of an outro. So it appears our intrepid interlopers managed to make their way inside the inner sanctum of the great and terrible Hugon. Will they be able to find the source of power, or will they unfortunately succumb to dastardly and devious magics of some sort? Well, only time will tell. But if I were a betting man, I have a lot of faith in the stock of these fun, insane individual ladies. I think this is going to be a swell little heist.